Hello, hello, hello. I think we're live. Let's do it. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on, guys? How's it going? Oh, man. We're here. We're here. We're doing it. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great day, a great night. Hope everything's been good. We're going live. Like I said, I'd be doing more often. We're doing it. What's going on, guys? What's up, Sin? What's up, NM Bar? What's up, Paul? What's going on, guys? Oh my gosh, immediately with the $10, yo, DM3L022. No idea how to say the name or what that name means, but thank you so much for the $10. Try this one for me. 2 Snivy, 2 Superior, 3 Eevee, 1 Sylveon EX, 1 Leafeon EX, 1 Leafeon. Okay. All right. Oh, and 1 Celebi, 2 Rare Candy. Doing good things for Master Ball, really? Playing Celebi and Master Ball. What's up, Phantom? What's going on? Kai Kick, what's going on, man? How you doing? Fortnite balls. What does that mean? I don't know what you're talking about. How you doing? Appreciate the $10, man. Thank you so much. I might have to pull some grass Celebi out from from the depths. I think Celebi has a lot of potential, honestly. Yo, straight chilling in the Twitch chat. What's up? MFder. I don't know how to say names. I'm horrible at saying names. What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, shout out to the Twitch. The Twitch is new, so if you haven't followed, go follow. We're just hanging out tonight. We're playing some ranked battles. We're going to be playing Silvally Giratina. The list is up there in the top left of the stream. Holding on to top 1,000, dude. Let's go. You know, keep it up. I have not played that much this season, unfortunately. I would like to, you know, get really into it, I would say, next season. I almost cried laughing watching today's video. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that, man. Pot of Greed, what's the ranked cutoff? I'm still a bit under 2,000. I don't know what the cutoff would be. I assume it's probably around 2,100 or so right now. Maybe not. You say my name right. Normally people say it wrong. Sin? It's Mellow. Oh, I see. Okay. D-Mellow. D-Mellow 22, I guess, is what the name is. All right. All right, I can work with that. What's up, Colby? It's 9 a.m. and you're just working? I'm going to lurk. Yeah, that's all good, man. Appreciate you lurking. You know what I mean? Thanks for the follow, Pablo. Yeah, I mean, lurking is A-okay with me. You can lurk as much as you want. Yo, Mr. Pickle, we're doing it. We're going live more often. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, DeMello. The $10 is huge. That's crazy. I mean, any support, we greatly appreciate it, you know? That's not why I'm going live more often. I just want to... Yeah, lurkers are going to lurk. I just want to stream more, honestly. I just want to be live for you guys more, so that's why I created the Twitch. We're going first. We do lead Giratina. 2130, still unranked? Oh, okay, all right. All right. So we must be pretty close to the cutoff then, because we're only at like 23-something. Double Giratina lead off. It looks like we are playing Suicune, though. But we're playing Psychic Energy, so turn 3 Giratina goes crazy. We've swapped the deck, so we're playing double Rocky Helmet, and I'm playing a Sabrina instead of the Team Rocket Grunt. I like Team Rocket Grunt, but... yeah, we're playing Sabrina instead. I think it's probably just going to be more of a useful card. Still double red and all that fun stuff. Went on a 6-win streak. It's a good deck. It is good. I mean, the deck's been around for a while. Like, I didn't invent this deck or anything. You know, it's been something that people play for a long time, for at least a couple of seasons. But I feel like it's especially well positioned currently in the metagame, which is why I wanted to make a video on it. Because, you know, as we know, the metagame is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit stale. It's a little bit suspect right now. But I do think that we have the opportunity to make changes. We have the opportunity to, you know, update the metagame, to refresh it, or to revitalize the metagame. I think that's really what it's all about. He splits energies attached to the Froakie there, I find interesting. We're just going to double up on Giratina. I'm going to play this research and then hope that we just draw, I think, into a red, because that's really what we want. There's Gladion and there's Mantag. All right. Not really doing anything for us. I'm not going to attach that Rocky Helmet yet in case he has Guzma. And we bellow yet again. So, the upside of playing Psychic Energies, or playing Giratina in a deck with Psychic Energies, is that you can oftentimes attack on that third turn when you lead Giratina. Whereas Giratina Darkrai or Suicune Giratina, you really can't. You never have the ability to attack on your third turn. And I think that that's pretty significant, honestly. I really do. We do get Marsed, so it is what it is. He's going to just Mars us into red. I already know it. Double Mars. Okay, all right. That's fine. No rare candy. Greninja is crazy. He goes into Suicune. Okay. He does just retreat into Suicune. So he's going to go down 1 energy. That Giratina is probably not going to be able to go online. He's going to have to just sort of deal with this Giratina in the active. A big strength of our deck is that, things like Suicune and other slower decks, they have a hard time just dealing with a Giratina ready to attack on turn 3, especially going first. All right, so it's a bit of an awkward situation here. We'll just attack regardless, I think, with Giratina, even though we're not taking the KO. I'm just going to Mars him, though. Yeah, it was a decent Mars. Mars me into 2 Marses. Thoughts and opinions on Solgaleo, but enjoying the deck? I think Solgaleo has a lot of potential. I just think for whatever the reason, it hasn't been performing well in like online competition metagames, but it's definitely a real deck list. I think there's just like 3 different distinct ways that you can play Solgaleo, and you have to keep in mind that Greninja exists and stuff. So like, I don't know, like I don't mind Solgaleo at all. It's a very strong Pokemon. It has to be somewhat viable, right? It just has to be. There's really no world where it's not viable, you know what I mean? All right, we're just going to Mars him again, I guess, because there's still no Greninja. We're just going to keep the Marses rolling here. We'll take the KO, but he can't even attack me next turn with Giratina, right? Which is going to put him in an awkward position, so... this is the power. This is the power of Psychic-type Giratina. You don't see it often. I think people always underestimate how strong Giratina is when you're playing Psychic energies, because you can just go 2 energies on a single turn. One thing is for sure, though. One thing's for sure is that back in the day, like I loved Mewtwo and Giratina, I really did. And they have to be careful, releasing strong colorless and psychic Pokemon in the future. I think we'll get a Vaporeon EX or Jolteon EX. I would love a Vaporeon and Jolteon EX, specifically Jolteon, if I'm being honest. I would absolutely love that. Do you think the deck would benefit from some healing instead of Double Mars or Mantike? I think Mantike is a very good inclusion. It's very useless until it's very useful. You know what I mean? It's probably one of our... The ideal for the deck, though, is like, sometimes Giratina... Like, you could play double Giratina, but in the same facet, like, I don't think we really ever want 2 Giratinas, right? So, it's not necessarily something we want to lead off with, but it's... Mantike allows us to still go with the whole Silvally shenanigans. Without without having to like lead Giratina, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to really explain it. I think Mantike or any baby Pokemon is actually really smart in the deck. I personally like it a lot. Now it is useless sometimes, right? But like in general, I think it's pretty good. There's a lot of games where just having Silvally is going to win you the game, whereas Giratina maybe not, right? It's much better to go Silvally into maybe Giratina than it is to go like Giratina and then into a single Silvally. There's the red top deck. We do play 2 of them in the deck list, so. Jolteon EX to complete the set. We need Vaporeon and Jolteon EX. A Jolteon EX has a lot of potential because, of course, the lightning type is so broken. I personally feel like we need a Stage 2 EX lightning Pokemon. We have 0 of them in the game. I don't know if you guys realize that. We have none. We need some. Stage 2 Pokemon are bad right now, while Greninja's half. Yeah, well... The thing is, Stage 2 Pokemon aren't good as attacking options, basically, is what's going on. If your Stage 2 Pokemon can provide value while being on the bench, then that's fine. Or at least have, value on the bench and in the active spot like Greninja does. I personally feel like attacking, like decks that are reliant on a Stage 2 attacking Pokemon aren't that good just because they're inherently less consistent. And you're not always going to get that rare candy off. You know what I mean? Like, the reason Greninja is good is because it doesn't have to be in the active, right? You can just evolve the Greninja late in the game, and it's going to provide value whenever it comes in. Okay, so we're playing Oricorio and Zeraora and Silvally here. I don't mind it. We're going to get hit for 50, but we'll deal a little bit of damage there with Rocky Helmet. Henry, it's crazy that you kept to start with Giratina first. I always start with Type Null. Yeah, man. I mean, we're just getting a little bit unlucky these last 2 games. Also, no basic Pokemon in our hand is a little bit sketchy, but we'll just double up and, probably scare him into going into Oricorio, and then hopefully by then, I would have liked a Silvally because I would have rather split the energies, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, we get Marsed, which is fine, honestly. The red's not going to be useful. It's the thing about playing red right now is like you could play like maybe 1 red, 1 Giovanni. Like there's definitely some room for that, like that type of playstyle. But in general, I would say unless you're playing other Silvallis, it really doesn't matter, right? But I think that Rocky Helmet effectively does the same thing as playing a Giovanni does. So that's why I think we're playing red and Rocky Helmet. I think it just adds up to be a little bit more like it makes more sense, honestly. The double type null is crazy work, actually. So he could have an elemental switch here, and then we just get KO'd. So we're gonna split. Yo, thank you for the follow, Blarpsters. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna bench it all. I'm just gonna play the red as well, because why not? Probably should have held it, actually. Now that I think about it, for the Silvally, that was probably not smart to do that, but yeah, whatever. All right. If it comes to bite us in the butt, it will. If he has an elemental switch, he can attach Silvally, play a supporter, retreat, elemental switch. So I mean, if he does that, right? Second Oricorio comes down. We have so many supporters in the deck. We're just gonna top deck a supporter anyway. Yo, what's up, Larbster? How you doing, my dude? We do get Sabrina'd, which is interesting. And not something I really mind. Well, I guess if he does have the whole elemental switch play, it's not ideal, right? We just KO him with Giratina. Yeah, this is fine. This is A-okay in my book. If we have a supporter, that is. Okay, that's not the supporter we wanted, quite frankly. Okay, all right. Mistakes were made. We should have kept the red. I think we can all agree that was a bad play, playing the red. But we can just... Do we Bella? I'm gonna Bella. Mistakes were made, I'm not gonna lie. Would I recommend this deck to climb? I've been stuck between 1650 and 1800. I want to get to top 10,000 for the first time. You're a little bit behind right now. If you're stuck at that threshold, you're gonna have to play quite a bit to get to the point that you want to get at, but I would say that it's definitely doable. This is definitely, I think, a really good ranked battle deck, because it doesn't really matter much about like what you're kind of going up against. You know what I mean? It does kind of the same types of things all of the time, which I think is good. You know, it's relatively consistent in its approach. I like the Gladion there. We're just going to hit KO. The thing is, what he's going to try to do is KO with Silvally. We don't have a Rocky Helmet, right? Which is going to force us into Giratina. So we'll see if we maybe draw our Sabrina or whatever. Oh, he goes into Oricorio now. That's an interesting play. I don't know if I would have done that. But I think he's banking on Cyrus next turn, so we're going to have to Mars him and hope he doesn't have Cyrus. If we lose this game, it's because we played that red and then we top decked a Cyrus. Honestly. But yes, CRX. This would definitely be one of my recommendations. Tomorrow I'm putting out probably one of my last videos. Oh, he just goes into Silvally anyway, I guess. Yeah, then he's going to bench the type null and attach. Oh no, he already attached. A weird play from our opponent. Oh, he has Cyrus. Okay. That's fine. Because he's going to take Rocky Helmet damage. This whole play from him doesn't make really any sense. I'm not going to lie. He just loses now because we have Gladion in hand. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what just happened, but the Rocky Helmet's come in clutch. Anyway, what's up, Light Rain? How you doing? From the Discord, the legend himself. Yeah, I don't know what just happened there, but our opponent, I think, threw the game. I can't really explain. Can't really explain what just happened, but yeah, the game's over. So, technically it's not, right? Because he can evolve and then chill in the active, and then if he has another Cyrus or a Sabrina, then we lose. So we'll Mars him next turn to 1. I hope he doesn't have the 1 card he would need to win. I assume he's going to have like a Gladion or something, right? We don't have Rocky Helmet. Well, we have 1 Rocky Helmet in the deck, 1 Sabrina in the deck, which would win us the game. Thank you for, $2 through Super Chat. Yo, what's up, Robert? Thank you so much. Aerodactyl Genetic Apex deck on the next video, or I tip. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know if we can make Genetic Apex Aerodactyl work. I don't know if we can. Oh, he just doesn't have it, GG. The only thing I'll have to do is trade for another Mars, but I'll give this a shot. You could play this with one Mars, for sure. Mars is definitely a card that you can change around. Our opponent threw this game. We probably shouldn't have won because we misplayed, but hey, never punished. Take those to the bank. Let's go. Easy 2 dubs. Thank you for the $2, by the way, Robert. Greatly appreciate that. Robert's in here. Robert's a high roller. I don't know if you guys know Robert, but he's probably, I would say, by a wide margin, the largest contributor in the channel's history, which, of course, is greatly appreciated. But he's notorious. He's a notorious supporter. We do have water tonight, which is good. He'll do... No. Oh, no. Hold on. We didn't even give me a chance to play Aerodactyl You didn't even give me an opportunity, Rob. What's up, Bill Frizz? What's going on? While eating a Mars bar. A Mars bar? What is a Mars bar? Is it like a chocolate? Yo, Robert, cool down with it, Robert. I'm serious. I'm not trying to egg you on at all, okay? I appreciate the donations. I really, really, really do appreciate it, but you don't have to go crazy. Yo, look at going first, Mantike lead type null, guys. We did it. Yo. It's happening. We actually got it. We got the Mantike. We're going to get... is Robert single? I don't know. His wife is probably very upset if not. What an absolute legend. Crazy when you do go first and you lead Mantike. It feels great. He's not single, he says. That's okay. We'll just bench the Giratina. We'll just bench it. Why not? Well, why not? Do we Mars turn 1? Nah, we won't. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Jock Rosie. Yo, what's up, Sheik? Yo, the legend himself. What's going on, man? How you doing? It's not even a gold Mantike? Bro, I don't have a gold Mantike. I haven't pulled... Literally, guys, I opened quite a bit of packs. I'm not going to lie, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. We opened a decent amount of packs here. We're playing Giratina Darkrai, by the way. Gira Volley. I call it Volley Tina is what I call this. Sabrina? No, okay. We are Marsing, though. 100%. What was I going to say? I haven't pulled a gold card, a Crown Rare, since Nihiligo, I think, in ED Crisis. Because I didn't pull anything from A4, and I have not pulled anything from Secluded Springs yet. So we're on a bit of a cold streak as far as as far as all of that goes, unfortunately. You know, it doesn't feel great, but that's where we're at in life. I wonder if we're going to miss the Giant Cape. Like, attaching Giant Cape to Giratina was really clutch in a lot of different scenarios. We don't have a second Silvally, which is kind of scaring me, honestly. But we're going to hold on to this Mars, I think. Unless he heals the active. Yeah, you guys should check out Sheik. He's great. He makes great content. He's great. Legend coming from the real Pokego? Nah. My first and only Crown Rare is Nihiligo? That's crazy. We're in the same boat. Okay. All right. He can't attack me next turn, so I feel fine about anything that's going on right now. I pulled 2 Solgaleo Golds in 10 packs and used up my luck for the next 3. If you can believe it, I think I have 4 or 5 Crown Rares from A3. From A3. I didn't get a single one from EV Grove either. So nothing from EV Grove, nothing from Wisdom of okay, we get Mars, that's fine. Nothing over the last 3 expansions, and I open a decent amount of packs. I'm being entirely honest with you. I open a decent amount of packs. We have to double up on Giratina here if we don't find a... yeah, we literally have to do it. It's crazy. We have to, right? Because if he has red, we're cooked. So we have to double up here and not attack. But we have Rocky Helmet in the active, so maybe it works out. Maybe not. We'll see. Crazy that we were forced to double on Giratina there because we just never found another type null. There's Darkrai. There he is. All right, let's see if we see the Guzma and a Giant Cape. That's what we're afraid of. Okay. All right. There's one of them. Well, I mean, we do have 2 red in the deck, but there's no Giant Cape, and I'm happy with it. Honestly. Why am I using that water Pokemon? You can use any baby Pokemon. It's just used as an option to allow you to attack on your second turn. Volley Gary? Marth? Yeah, that's an interesting one. It just allows you to attack on your second turn going first if you lead off with it. That's actually what we did in this game. Yeah. Yeah, I think we got this. I think unless our opponent has Giant Cape, then we're good. Yeah, all right. He just retreats. He just leaves. Yeah, that's fine. We kind of checkmated him a little bit there. Do we Mars him? I think we Mars him just to do the full damage this turn. I like playing 2 Mars because what it does is it forces your opponent to never rely like people. So what people don't always understand when it comes to Mars and like the hand disruption cards is like, yeah, like sometimes you give your opponent like better cards in their hand because you have no way of knowing, but your opponent is always making plays on their turn depending on what cards are in their hand, right? So if you're always changing the cards in their hand, then they're effectively just playing off of whatever, you know, the random stuff that happens, right? They have no conceptual understanding of making a play, you know, and being able to think ahead, right? Because they don't know what's going to be in their hand. So that's an inherent upside to Mars, even though some people might not really agree with any of that, but it's In my mind, it's the truth. Okay, he's going into Giratina now. Just a bellow, I guess. We have Cyrus in hand, though, so GG. That second type null never wanted to be found. Never wanted to be found. If he attacks, he's cooked. Yeah, we locked him down there. What's up, Maria? How you doing? Maria? Mariah? I think it's probably Mariah, I believe. Right? Am I getting that wrong? Can you correct me if I'm wrong? I don't want to get your name wrong. Anyway, thanks for asking the question. All right. 3 easy wins in a row. This is a really, really fun, good deck for playing ranked, I think. It's just a very chill chill deck, you know what I mean? How many points do you need to get? People were saying it's above 2100 at this point, which is crazy to me, but I guess that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, the math speaks for itself. We're in top 5,000 now. I don't know if we'll be able to get top 1,000, but thank you for the follow. Gayhill. You guys have crazy names. What's up with the names? But yeah, Tibiano, I believe. Thoughts on the Eon duo, Phantom? Do you mean like Leafeon, Flareon? Thank you for the follow. Going first, leading Giratina again. If you didn't have 2 Mars, what would I use instead? I mean, you could play 1 Leaf, you could play Dawn, you could play a second Cyrus, you could play Sabrina, you could play Team Rocket Grunt. There's a lot of things that you could do, honestly. Cursed you, have you ever seen... Oh, I've never seen you on Twitch before. Yeah, we just recently started the Twitch, Cursed. So, I appreciate you you tuning in, man. Yeah, we're new to Twitch. We created the channel like earlier this week. So... Oh, Latias and Latias. Is that what they're called, Phantom? The Eon duo? I just called them the Latias. That's what I've always called them. I think that they're not bad. There's not like a lot of reasons why you would play them. Like, to be fair, we're playing a very similar deck to how you would play the Latias, but we're just playing Silvally, and I think that's probably just better in general. It hurts every time I get to watch 250 pack points without getting a crown. Dude, that's... I hear you there. I do. What do we want to do here? We double up always. Do we Mars him, or do we just research? Or Gladion? Probably Gladion, right? I don't know. Probably research is better. Yeah, you're right, Duretzel. It's really, really tough when you can reach that point threshold, but you never actually get the crown rare. We got lucky on the gold Pokeballs with Shining Revelry, because I remember I had opened up basically enough points, almost enough points. I was at like 21 or 2200 pack points from Shining Revelry before I pulled the second Pokeball. So it's crazy. Ghost Goat just started playing again after taking a break on Solgaleo's release. I've got every card from the new set and pulled 1 free pack from the last one and got the golden Ho-Oh. That's sick, man. Well, welcome back to the game. That's awesome. I'm glad you've made the return. It's very cool. Okay. So now I think now we're also in a weird position, right? Because we doubled up. Like, do we split and Bellow and then force him into Silvally? Because we have Rocky Helmet, right? Like, I don't feel like that's a bad move. I just don't know if I really love it. Because we're not playing any healing, you know what I mean? We could just attach in Sabrina. Is that a bad play? Probably not. That might be the best play. But then the Silvally... I don't want him to be able to KO Silvally after, right? So, like, even if we let Giratina go down, we can Mars him to 1 and then just revenge KO the Silvally. And I feel like that puts us in a better position. Am I crazy in saying that? We could just retreat, but I don't think that's the correct play. I mean, maybe it is. Probably not. Yeah, Jace, liking the stream is free. Looking forward to the Megas drop, and I am, Sheik. I'm very looking forward to the Mega Pokemon. What did we do last game? If I Sabrina him into type Null, I'm actually just going to do this. This doesn't feel great, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to Sabrina him in, force him into type Null, and hope that he doesn't have another Silvally. But even if he does, what's going to happen here is that now I can split and Bellow, and he can't KO. Big brain plays. My last 10 packs, I literally didn't get any 4 diamond or higher aside from Suicune EX. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for the Megas. I'm just excited for the refresh. Okay, so he does evolve into Silvally, but he has to attach to retreat, which means he can't attack us or KO this turn. Big brain plays from us, I think. Unless we get absolutely... Maybe he has like X speed or something, right? Maybe he has X speed. What are we going to do if he does? Like, you know, like what's the... Let's see. He's probably going to retreat into... Yeah, it's there. But this is fine. This is fine. We just need another Rocky Helmet, I think. And we can Mars him to 1 after as well. How big would the anniversary be? I think it's going to be the biggest thing to ever come to Pokemon Pocket since the game was released. Now, I wish I had a second Sabrina, but it's all good. He had to waste an energy that turn as well, which is very relevant, actually, in the grand scheme of things. So we're going to do this, and then I think we hold the Mars and hope we don't get Marsed. And then we just KO. I need Greninja. Can someone trade me? Bone Collector, hop in the Discord. Somebody will definitely help you out with that. Someone will definitely help you out with that. I think just keeping, because we have Rocky Helmet on Giratina, it's worth it just keeping it into the active. We'll Mars him to 1, KO his second Silvally, and then he's going to have to go a turn where he can attack, right? So the Sabrina was actually clutch. Which do you prefer, Team Rocket Grunt or Sabrina? I saw your other video. Yeah, we played Team Rocket Grunt in the video with one Rocky Helmet and Giant Cape. I've swapped the double Rocky Helmet. It just seemed more useful than Giant Cape. And I just think Sabrina is just probably a better card in general. Oh, he goes Rocky Helmet, huh? He does he? Crazy. That's crazy. But now he's realizing that he's not going to be able to attack, right? So we're going to get 2 attacks off on this Silvally. Oh, he Marsed us. All right, there goes our Mars. Sad. Red, not useful. Pokeball, not useful. Okay. That's fine. I mean, we can take the KO at least. But yeah, that's tough. A little bit unfortunate. Do you think it would have been better for Megas to evolve using a Megastone item card rather than directly from a Stage 2 Cursed? I don't think so. Not in Pokemon Pocket, just because you can only run 20 cards in your deck. So playing... Oh, he splits the energies. He splits the energies. We still Kamikaze here, don't we? Or do we not? Or do we just retreat into like Type Null or do something crazy here? What's the play? What's the play? So if we KO, then we go down, and then he probably has like a Giovanni in hand. So I think he's forcing us. Ah, man, this is really unfortunate. Because we only have 1 Rocky Helmet. It's kind of a big play from him. Do we pass again? Or do we retreat? If we retreat, we don't take the KO. And then we get Revenge KO. But we then theoretically would be able to go Silvally into Silvally, but he probably has Cyrus, so I don't want to do that. So I feel like we're cooked either way. We might have to just pass. Does he play... I don't know if this deck plays Giovanni or not. If we attack, we get KO'd, and then we lose to a Giovanni. And we have no way to, Revenge KO. We might have to just pass. But then he Revenge KOs after. So I think we just have to KO him. Because we don't have... It's unfortunate, but we don't have Giovanni or any way to not get KO'd. But what we can do is pivot, right? And then hope that, he just can't KO us this turn. That's literally, I think, our best play. But pass invade his attack poss. But we can't do that, though. We can't, because he's still going to be alive with a Rocky Helmet. And if we KO with our Silvally, then he'll KO with his other second Silvally. So we had to KO there and then just hope he can't KO us here. And then we'll just retreat. And that's our best bet, unfortunately. But if he has Giovanni, we obviously lose either way. We have Rocky Helmet in the deck. We have Mars in the deck. We have... What else do we have? A second red in the deck. Yeah, it's all good. Do I think Crimson Zard could ever make a comeback? I do, yeah. I actually think that Genetic Apex Charizard has a real potential when Megas come out. Okay, he's got red. We're really hoping to top deck a Mars, or hope he doesn't have Cyrus or Sabrina. That's all this game comes down to, unfortunately, but nothing else we could do. Cyrus, okay. Yep, so we got to retreat. Hope he doesn't have a way to bring us back in next turn. It's very unlikely that he doesn't with 5 cards in deck, but maybe we get lucky. But yeah, 200 damage is 200. Or does Charizard do 180? I think it does 200, right? Or no, it does 180. It definitely has the potential to KO Megas, which I think is going to be a big deal. All right, I think we lose. Nothing else we could have done, honestly. Yeah, we didn't have the second Mars. It's all good. We can't be upset about that game. You know what I mean? We can't be too upset about it. He Mars us out of Mars. Forces on 4 cards of our deck. We missed the second Rocky Helmet. We lost. It is what it is. It is what it is. 200? Yeah, okay. I haven't played that Charizard in a long time. So 200 is a big deal. You know what I mean? 200 is a really big deal because, like, most Mega Pokemon are going to be at that 180, like 170. So Mega Pokemon are going to be 30 HP plus whatever their, non-Mega version would be, right? So like a Mega Charizard would be at 210. You know what I mean? Like if we get, let's just say we get like a Mega, I don't even know. What's another EX? Like a, that has a Mega? I don't know. Like a Mega Mewtwo EX, it would be at 180 HP, right? So most of them are going to fall within that under 200 HP threshold. There's going to be some that don't, but yeah. With Assist Healer Flareon, that's super cool. We're going second, so I guess it doesn't, well, we're playing Suicune, so no, we're not going to bench. It's always important to know what you're going up against. Yeah, Charizard's 200. Yeah, that's a valuable amount, right? I mean, Charizard, like, literally is a Mega Pokemon. It effectively is just a Mega Evolution. So, there's definitely a world where that Charizard is very relevant. 100%. All right, he's setting up his board here. He Giant Capes the Suicune. That's the correct play from him. We would like a Rocky Helmet, definitely. But we have red at hand, so if we flip heads here, we actually could get a little bit lucky on the KO next turn. Second type null is good. We like that. I'm going to bench it. I know it doesn't really make sense to bench it, but I am going to bench it. Flip heads. Yo, that's big. With red in hand, should be able to KO next turn. I mean, 2 of the 3 Megas they showed have 210 HP. Yeah, that's because they're stage 2 Pokemon, right? No, do they have 210? Does Gyarados have 210? Or does it have 200? Because Gyarados EX has 170. Oh, we get Repelled. That's hilarious. He goes Rare Candy Greninja and Repel. That's an insane play. And X Speed. I'm absolutely floored by whatever our opponent just did there. That's some incredible stuff. That is some incredible things that just happened. So now he can hit me for 80 next turn, which means we can't attack and we have to evolve, right? Well, we can still attach, and yeah, I mean, we can still do that. Because we're going to get KO'd regardless, right? So I think we just bench Giratina and then we bellow and do our thing. We bellow and split. Right now we can't bellow. We have to hit. That's the issue, right? So the Giant Cape is really annoying, actually. It's really annoying. Let's see. We could attach and red, possibly hit for 60. Is that our best play right now? Is that our best play? If we evolve, we still get KO'd. Because we'd be at 90. Actually, if we evolve the active, we won't get KO'd, but then we don't do any damage. I feel like we flip another coin and we red, right? Is it crazy to say that? We're going to get KO'd next turn, but I'd rather just save the Savali to hit for 100. I feel like that's actually our best bet. Our opponent got pretty lucky. Very lucky with his hand. Yeah, I'm just going YOLO, and I'm going to do it. Venusaur, Blastoise, Lucario, Gengar. Just to name a few Megas we might get. Yeah, we're definitely going to get all of those. Let's do it. Flip the head. Let's go. Oh. He would have Giant Cape, too. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he also have Giant Cape? It's all right. We'll top deck our second red, and we're absolutely vibing. I mean, we're living a second turn regardless, right? So it's not the end of the world. And he's not going to be able to bellow here. He has to attach to Suicune, so he will get an attachment on a Greninja, which is unfortunate. But maybe we can draw rare, like a Rocky Helmet. That would be pretty good. I would think. Mega Gyarados and Blaziken are 210. Is that true? Mega Gyarados is at 210? That's so weird. It's crazy that it's at 210 and not 200. Because Gyarados EX normal has 170. We're about to get rolled by the Suicune, who has every card ever in his deck that he needs. Feels great. I love that for him. I love when our opponents just have everything ever that they need. The Sabrina is interesting, but we can't do that. So next turn, unless he benches a basic, he can really only hit for 80 maximum, right? But that does put us in an awkward spot where we're going to have to, like, bellow a couple times with Giratina. We're not going to bench it this turn. We do have Sabrina, though. So it's actually just... Oh, no. Did he just Irida? I literally just noticed that he Irida. Oh, my God. EX Gary has 180? Does it? Really? Does Gyarados EX have 180? Am I going nuts right now? So then, yeah. Then everything makes sense if that's the case. If I just don't know what's happening, then yeah, then that's 100% correct. I did not in a million years know that. 180 HP on Gyarados EX. It's crazy that it doesn't see play. I guess it makes sense, but it's just crazy that it doesn't see play. Which is oddly high for a stage 1. Yeah, it's like the highest, right? Well, Wishy-Washy's also 180, so... Wishy-Washy's a basic, actually, with 180, which is crazy. Okay, so we have to bench Giratina now and attach and then just do our thing. Which is crazy. We might be able to win with... Can we? Does the math work out? It might, actually. We can, We could retreat, but then we lose to the Greninja. We always just KO here. And then he's forced... Well, no, because he can just ping Giratina. We're going to get one Bellow turn off, right? I think we can win. Right? Because we're going to double up, and then on the turn after, we can attack with Giratina, right? I feel like we're okay. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe my math is off. Oh, okay. I think that messes with us a little bit. Are we going to win? He's going to hit for 100. Oh, sorry. I forgot he's can ping and attack. Yeah. Okay. All right. We do not win, in fact, which is unfortunate. We can Sabrina, technically, but yeah, we just lose because we can't live 2 attacks with double Greninja. If he didn't have a Greninja that turn, we would have had a chance, but yeah. Unfortunately, the second Greninja means we lose. R.I.P. Too bad Wishy-Washy is cheeks. It's only bad because Oricorio exists. I don't think it would be that bad. All right, yeah, we got rolled here. Purely just because our opponent had every card ever in the entire world that he would ever need. Feels good, feels bad, feels great. Does not. Does not. Just started using this deck for the first game as a win. Didn't have 2 Mars. He goes into Giratina, which I guess, you know, is fine. Yeah, we just got very unlucky. His turn 2 Greninja, him having Repel, turn 1 into Giant Cape, Irida, Suicune is crazy. That's crazy. Absolutely insane stuff. Did he use something to retreat too? I don't remember. I feel like he played a retreat card. Did he? Yeah, he also had X-Speed. This man had every single card he ever... The only opportunity for him to win the game there was to have Repel and X-Speed and Giant Cape on Suicune, which is crazy, and Irida. So he just... I mean, he had it all. Suicune players oftentimes do just have it all. And we were still... Even if he didn't have that Greninja too. If he didn't have the second Greninja, then we also would have just won. So, GG. That's where Giant Cape could have been useful, but nah. But nah. I don't mind our matchup into Suicune at all either. You know, it's just when they get lucky, they get lucky. And that's the upside to Suicune, right? Is that its upside potential is higher than any other deck, I think, in the game right now. Other than, like, the pure high roll decks, like a turn 2 Dragonite EX, like, shenanigans or whatever. I wonder if Wishy-Washy has gotten better with the newer water cards. I think Wishy-Washy... The issue with Wishy-Washy is that you have to play Wishy-Washies. So, like, you can't really play other water Pokemon. Like, if you're playing Wishy-Washy, you're just playing Wishy-Washies, right? You're just playing 2 and 2. And then you're playing the fishnets or whatever, which is fine, but you don't do anything. You just don't do anything. What's up, D-Shook? What's going on? The legend. You just don't do anything unless you have Wishy-Washy EX in the active, and then if you do, you know, you're not in, like, a great spot. So he benches Froakie. We're just going to hope, I guess, right now that he doesn't. Do we bench the Giratina is the question. I do really want to. I am going to do it. I haven't played this deck enough to know whether or not this is the correct line here. But we're doing this. 140 attack seems relevant. 140 is really good. It's really, really good. The issue with with Gyarados, I think, in this metagame right now is that you're facing down a rare Candy Greninja on their second turn like every other game when you play Suicune, and that's just not fun if you're playing Magikarp. And Magikarp is the way that they balance Gyarados, quite frankly. Yeah, Wishy-Washy's all or nothing. It auto loses to Oricorio unless you're playing other Pokemon, but if you're playing other Pokemon, you make the deck objectively worse. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, we're going to get the old Greninja coming out turn 2, as it always seems to. Maybe we get lucky. I feel like whenever I play Suicune, they always get the Suicune lead, and they always go second, and they get the Froakie down turn 1. Am I the only one? I feel like that's the only start that Suicune ever gets. We got lucky there. But yeah, I feel like that's literally the only scenario where that ever happens. So we're going to split. We don't attack here because we have Rocky Helmet and Red in hand. We just evolve and we split. And we Mars him this turn. Kind of worked out to be somewhat okay, I think. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll get the 2 energies on Giratina. That's going to be relevant. What's up, Spooky One? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I want to see more archetypes, dude. I feel like they just when they fall under the issue of like you always want to release a really good Pokemon so that people are excited, right, for the new cards. But if you release one Pokemon that's just better than really it should be, like if it's too good or if it contributes to a deck that's too good, then you kind of have the inverse effect where all of a sudden the metagame is just a little bit too stale. And I think that's, realistically that's what happened with Suicune, which just doesn't feel great. It kind of stinks, right? But that's what happens. Like, he does get the bench Suicune here. Does he have do we Mars him in a rare Candy Greninja and Suicune? I'd be curious. But if he attacks and doesn't Giant Cape, then we KO with Red next turn and we're in a good spot. Legally, they have to get that start. Brandon says, I got my doubts Mega Gyarados will ever be relevant. Hitmonlee and Absol exist. Yeah. Like, the thing is, it's not that it won't be relevant. It's just that there's going to be cards that can counter Gyarados, right? Like, there's a lot. There's Hitmonlee. There's so many things that can instantly beat Gyarados. So, Okay, he passes, which is a crazy turn. He is just going to build up Giratina, which is crazy. Probably the smart play from our opponent. But we don't have to do that. We can play this 1 red. I mean, Sylveon was the same when it got released. Well, yeah. But the cool thing about Sylveon, though, in my mind, was that, it was really good, but, like, it wasn't so good that it completely broke the game. Does that make sense? Like, it did, but it didn't. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, Sylveon, when it came out, saw play with Greninja and Giratina, but it wasn't nearly as good as, like, some people maybe remember it to being. Like, the Suicune deck is way better. And you played dual energies in that deck. So it had, like, it was fairly balanced. It was a strong deck, but it was fairly balanced. Sylveon was a little bit toxic in Charizard. But Charizard also wasn't, like, the most dominant thing in the world, right? Because it lost to Oricorio. So, yeah. Are we getting Megas in the next week? Probably not. No, mission. I lost my first game with this deck. Yo. I'm sorry, RC. It's working pretty well for us so far. We're about to beat the Suicune deck. Sylveon helped a lot of decks. Yeah, it was a supporting card. The issue with Suicune is that you gave us a basic water type, strong Pokemon that draw cards. So it's like, yeah, people are going to play Cyrus, they're going to play Greninja, and it's going to be stupid. You know what I mean? I feel like it was somewhat obvious, but I don't know. Is he just stalling here? Yeah, I mean, Sylveon Espeon was a bit toxic, but again, there was strong counter meta options, right, available, which was important. Bro plays Steelix. I just won against Suicune and Raikou. Trust, Thomas? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Yeah, thank you for the follow. Dark Smocky, 37. What's going on, man? What's going on? I think a lot of people... I talked about this last stream. Like, Pokemon Pocket is in a very down turn right now. It's just like... The thing is, most people... I don't know why you went into Giratina here. Oh, he's got Guzma, that's why. We have red in hand, though. We have a second red, which is cool. Guzma red card with 2 cards in hand. Show it to me. We should have bench typed. No, I don't know why we didn't. All right. All right. See, that's the games where, Suicune doesn't get absurdly lucky, and we can win very easily. Is that Toomey called Suicune and Greninja first day? I think a lot of people did, yeah. That was definitely probably... I'm not trying to discredit him for sure. But I think that was very apparent. People were playing it like, literally the second the cards came out. The Giratina stuff, I don't think many people, I guess some people played it immediately, but a lot of people were playing with Mantike, yeah, OGG, and a lot of people were playing it with, like Palkia and other like water type cards. So, it was a pretty obvious connection to play Suicune with Greninja. Greninja is just broken, right? So if you can play Greninja, you play it. Smocky, didn't know you were streaming on Twitch too. We are now. Yeah, we have made our Twitch channel. It's like a week old. Going first, definitely just going to lead. Do we lead Giratina? I don't even think I do. I think I still lead type Null, but just bench Giratina. This is probably going to be an Oricorio in the active or something. Oh, it's Dragonite. It's Dragonite. This is fine. I don't mind the Dragonite stuff, like, at all. I think our Dragonite matchup is actually kind of broken, for being honest. The Mantike's not what we want there, sadly. If you have a deck, 99% of the time, Giratina is a good addition. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb, I would say. And you're definitely not wrong about that. The cool thing, though, against Dragonite is that going through 2 Silvally is just, it doesn't work for Dragonite, right? So, theoretically speaking, if we can get 2 Type Null or 2 Silvally down, we kind of auto-win this matchup, unless he goes the non-EX Dragonite and we get rolled, but, hey, okay. Or just have every Pokemon in the game. It's crazy when they lead Cleffa and then they bench all basics, and you're like, okay. So, oh, he actually goes Mantike first, which is interesting. Okay, he's absolutely shredding. This man has 10 cards in his deck. What's going on? What is happening? I was thinking about this earlier, but it feels like mini sets are game balanced together, yet they release on staggered schedules, which leads to things feeling too strong or too weak until the entire group is released. Yeah, I kind of do agree. It happens. I mean, but some mini sets are like very standalone, it feels like. Does that make sense? We're going to get hit by a Dragonite next turn. But we have to bellow. The 3 cards that make a good deck: Professor's Research, Pokeball, and Giratina. Yo, you're not wrong. Yo, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the thing here... Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting hit with a Dragonite this turn, which is a little bit scary. If they play Lily, then we lose now. Our opponent got off to an insane start. This start from Dragonite is legendary. He's about to go turn 2 Dragonite KO. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, all right, GG. Oh, he just goes in to KO. What a crazy play from our opponent. That was one of the crazier things I've ever seen in my entire life, actually. I have all the respect for this man after doing what he just did. Okay. Shout out to this guy. Shout out to this guy. That was actually kind of a crazy play. We actually don't even evolve this Silvally. We just attach and hit. And hope that we flip, right? Because he's minus 20, so if he doesn't Dragon Cave, then he's at 160. We can hit for 150, so yeah, we always just do this. Because if we evolve, that doesn't work, right? And he can't attack, but we don't have Mars in hand. We're going to lose this game because our opponent's insane. And get super lucky. Okay. So now we just need him to not have Lyra, or we just need to draw into Mars or something. We do have 2 Mars in our 8-card deck, so it would be nice. Would be nice. Show it to me. Yeah, here we go. So we know he probably has at least 1 Lyra. Oh, he plays Lily anyway. All right. Okay, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh my god, we got high rolled. Yo, thanks for the sub, Cal. We got absolutely high rolled by that Dragonite. Insane play. Absolutely insane stuff. I was not predicting the... I didn't even know Dragonair did 80 damage, to be honest, which is crazy. But yeah, he had Lily, so if he has Lily, we lose either way. The turn 2 KO with Dragonair, insane stuff. Insane stuff. Leading Cleffa, benching all of your basics. You know, getting Manaphy down. It's just crazy. Do I think there'll ever be a good meta deck with Memory Light? I mean, a good meta deck? Yeah, probably. The thing with Memory Light is that, like, in tool cards in general, is that you don't always have them. You know, they're, like, nice when you do, but your deck has to be able to function without it, you know? And that's the thing with Memory Light. But the issue, though, and the thing to keep in mind, is that we do have that new supporter card that came out this set, which allows you to search for tool cards in your deck, which is actually really relevant. It's really relevant because now it's a lot more consistent. If your deck is entirely reliant on having tool cards, then you can play that supporter card to basically guarantee that you get a tool card, which is, I think, is a big deal. There are 3 Dragon Hairs. Yeah, he was playing the 80 damage one, so grats to him, honestly. We could have won that game if he didn't have Lily. What's up, DBZ? What's going on? What's going on, brother? Traveling Merchant, yes. Traveling Merchant's sick. Do you think you should pull Sylveon before Mega's release? Like, do you think their decks will use it? Yeah, I think Sylveon is probably a good thought for sure. Thanks for the sub, John. I also think that I think baby Pokemon are going to be really good, and I think legendary beasts are going to be good, right? Anything that's an engine is going to be good with the Mega Pokemon. honestly. And if there's a Mega Pokemon that doesn't require a lot of energies to attack, then that changes things, and you can play the Beasts with them for sure. You could even play Silvally with them. There's a lot of opportunities for sure. I'm a bit, excuse me, I'm a bit like that Dragonair, probably the one from GA. Hey, we got cooked that game. There's nothing we could have done. What were we talking about? I'm actually really curious about whether or not we'll get like basic Mega Pokemon, you know, because they do exist. Like a basic Mega EX Pokemon with like 170 HP is going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy deal because then the game's going to be over before it starts. We're playing Darktina. We do have red in hand. And we're playing Psychic, right? So that's relevant as well. Shout out to from Costa Rica. Yo, thank you, man. Thanks, Chuz? Choose? I don't know. I'm horrible with names. I apologize. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate anybody that tunes into the streams, honestly, because we can only stream late at night. And, you know, it's doesn't always work very well in terms of people's schedules, but yeah, very cool. But yeah, basic Mega Mewtwo is like gonna be crazy. Like that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be just crazy stuff. Double type null perhaps could be sweet. Mantike, never mind. All good. Yeah, we'll just bellow. I probably should have Gladion that turn, but I know he plays like Red Card and Mars. Mega Kangaskhan would be cracked. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. A Mega Kangaskhan's gonna come out with like 180 HP, and it's gonna be crazy. School poker ad stream. Yeah, let's go. Yo, what's up, JDT? How you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in. Actually, 4 p.m. for you, Smoggy? Oh, well, I mean, for me, it's late at night, you know? For me, it is, at least. I would like a Rocky helmet, I really would. What's the daytime job? I work in, like, IT, if that satisfies your interest there. I'm not going to give any specifics, but we do be working in IT. No Silvally there is a little bit sad. No Rocky helmet yet is also a little bit sad. So we can get the first attack off, but that's not going to be like that useful with that Rocky helmet especially. Okay, we get Mars. I don't mind that. I mean, he got rid of the red, but I really don't mind it. Rocky helmet's big. Silvally's big as well. Okay. And Dark Red comes down. So the curious thing here is that, like, without red, I kind of want to retreat. Oh, never mind. We have red. Okay. But we don't play red is the crazy thing. We don't play red here, I don't think. We just attach active and then we hit. Because we hold the red for if he goes into Giratina or Dark Red to take the KO. That way we can still KO with Silvally, right? If he has Leaf, we're kind of cooked. But I actually want to Rocky Helmet the type null in case we get Sabrina. Yo, thank you for the raid. Mashu TCG, thank you so much, bro. Yeah, we don't have to play. Oh, no, we can just red here to KO, right? That's actually better. What was I talking about? Why can't I do math? Pocket Mad stream over school, dude? That's right. Who needs school? Thank you for the raid, bro. Appreciate that. What's going on, everybody? All the new viewers, how you doing? I completely forgot that we could KO with red. I don't know what we were thinking. So, yeah. I mean, we're not in a perfect spot, but we're not in like a bad spot, right? Unless he has like, I don't know how he can KO us. I mean, like the Silvally, right? How can Darkrai do 110 to it? Unless he plays Giovanni or whatever, but he's going to go down to 120. We're just going to top deck the second red and we're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. Yo, thank you for the raid, man. Thank you for the raid. Huge, massive. Yeah, thanks for the follow, bro. Thanks for the follow. So unless we brick like double supporters here, it's playing red just to play it. I think we win here. I don't know what's going on, but I think we win. Am I regretting not Rocky Helmet at this one? I still think it was better. If we lose this game because we put Rocky Helmet on this type null, then yeah, maybe it was a bad play. But I feel like if we got Sabrina, I would rather bring this up, right? So yeah, how's the grind going? Oh, it's going great, actually. Oh, I forgot he caved. That's still a crazy top deck, though. It's going good. It's going good. We're not we haven't grown like grinded very heavily. I almost said groaned. We almost grinded. We haven't grinded that heavily this season. We're kind of vibing here. We're about to get hit with like a crazy Giovanni play for game. Or Sabrina. We lose to Sabrina. I forgot. GG. We're getting Sabrina. But we Rocky Helmet the Type Null, dude. Big brains, yo. We Rocky Helmeted the Type Null. That's a massive brain play. To force the tie. Anybody? Anybody? We Rocky Helmeted the bench beforehand. He's like, whoa, what a crazy play. This man's now reevaluating his entire life. He's going to Sabrina us, and then he's going to force the tie. I already know it. Unless he just has a Giovanni in deck. Does Guaranteed Darkrai play Giovanni? I really hope not. Oh, he Pokemon Center, ladies. He's still at 50. He's got Potion in hand, though. He's hoping that we don't draw out the supporter. Oh, he retreats. Okay, that's a crazy play, too. Okay, so does he have a Leaf then? He probably has Leaf in hand. He's going for the double pivot. Oh. Bro, it feels so good. We hate Giratina Darkrai. I'm just kidding. We don't hate Giratina Darkrai, but that was crazy. That was an insane play. Insane top deck. Series of top decks there. Good evening, Maddie. Hope you're having an awesome Thursday. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. As good as Thursdays go, I think. He probably has Leaf. Yeah, he definitely did. He played that probably pretty correctly if he did have Leaf, right? But we were too good and we top decked Cyrus. The other thing that I was thinking of is like potentially just playing 2 Cyrus in the deck. It honestly, I mean, we also had Sabrina. So like, I mean, was it that crazy of a play there? Was it really? He also did have, like, we drew into red, but he also did have Giant Cape. So he drew into his Giant Cape. I mean, he got lucky that game. We just got luckier. Oftentimes what it comes down to, I'm not gonna lie. GG's. Let's do it. I like this deck, I do. It's very therapeutic to play. We're going first. So going first, I still feel like into Suicune. Is it better to lead Giratina into Suicune? Probably, right? Like Rocky Helmet Giratina is kind of like a GG type moment. And we can just fly solo. Never mind, he's playing a Mantike. I don't know what's happening anymore. Whatever. It was a weird moment there. We had to make the decision. I'm still not benching anything in case he is just playing Suicune, but he's playing Mantike. Still not doing it. The game said, no, I'm going to win. Yeah, that's right. Crazy. Just a crazy game. What would you lead there? What would you guys have led there? Would you have led type null? We're going first. So it's like, you know, like I see water energies. Okay, so we're playing Dragonite again, which is funny. Definitely means we should have led Silvally, but whatever. What are you going to do? What can you do? I wonder actually... Man, okay. So knowing this was Dragonite, but he's playing dual energy Dragonite. All right, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we've been seeing a couple of Dragonites, so maybe we probably should have just led type null. Am I going to try the Decidueye deck? I've tried it out a little bit. I do like Decidueye. I do. It's a good one. I'm going to alert, keep up the grind. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. We're just going to hope we can, like, brick him with Mars. I think. It might even be worth, like, retreating still. Like, and wasting the energies. Like, it's probably still better to do that. And to just bellow and, like, sit with, like, a type null in the active. It's probably just better to do that. I think we have to save Giratina. Like, this might be a crazy play, but I think we just retreat. We just retreat and hope we don't get smoked next turn. There's the Mars. So if he has Rare Candy Dragonite, we lose. Because he went second and led Mantike and had Lightning Energy in the zone. We can't stay in. We can't, because we already attached. If we stay in, we lose. If he goes Dragonite. Whereas if we retreat, we can't retreat though, because then we have 0 energies. Right? Am I wrong in saying that? We can hope they brick. All right, all right. We'll hope they brick. We know they don't. The last time we played Dragonite, they were the luckiest person in the history of the world. So he's got 9 cards a deck. He has Dragonite. Does this deck actually win? It wins a lot more than it loses in my mind, or in my opinion. But we don't win against turn 2 180 Dragonite, though. I don't think any deck wins in that particular scenario. We should have led Type Null in this matchup, because if we lose, it's probably because we led Giratina. But that's Dragonair. I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. I really am. So we can hold the Mars. Goes into Cleffa, that's fine. So now we just attach active. Actually, do we hold the Mars? We have to, yeah. We do have to. We could high roll him and play the Mars this turn. He did just Twinkly Call, right? He did just Twinkly Call. So if we attach active, retreat, we go to 2, but then we can bellow back up to 3 and then keep a non-Giratina in the active spot, right? That's actually always the best play. So we have to do that. What I'm curious, though, is if we should Mars. I don't think we should. I think we should wait on the Mars. We should wait on the Mars. No, I don't want to Mars him. I'm not going to, because it'll be more worth it to Mars him to 1 or to 2 at some point to make sure he doesn't have Lyra. Especially after he uses another one, right? Because after he attacks, we're going to have a free turn. So the whole concept here is that we have to 1-hit KO the Dragonite. And the way we do that is with Rocky Helmet, Giratina, and red. Plus the damage from Type Null. Oh, he goes into this Dragonite. All right. Oh, we get Iono too. This is perfect. This is incredible. Okay. So now we just have to get very lucky. Basically. Oh, Sabrina's fine, actually. If he hits the active, he does take Rocky Helmet damage. Okay. All right. That's a little bit scary. I'm afraid. Do we bench the Mantike in this position here? Do we bench the Mantike, I wonder? He did take damage. So if he doesn't KO... But I want to evolve. I'm going to evolve the bench one here. Do we bench the Mantike? Is it ever worth benching the Mantike? If Giratina goes down here... So we lose if he goes these 2, right? So I feel like we have to bench the Mantike and hope that he doesn't KO all 3 of these. Nah, can we though? How does the math work out here? Do we bench the Mantike? We have to, right? It's better math. It's better odds. We're gonna lose. But yeah, we always bench the Mantike because he can do a bunch to 1, right? We don't Sabrina. We just hit, and then we KO with Dragonite next turn? Or with Giratina next turn? I believe. We just have to survive next turn. Nothing else matters, so. Nothing else matters. He's probably just going to Lily and then live. Unfortunately for us. So. All right. Let's see. He's going to Lily and then KO double here or whatever. Get lucky. Oh! The sacrificial Mantike. The sacrificial Mantike is crazy. Although we actually still can't KO. Oh, no, we can. Sorry. My bad. I was freaking out a little bit. Was that the craziest? Was that the luckiest thing in the history of Pokemon Pocket that we just saw here? This is why this Dragonite is not meta. I understand why people play it, but I understand this is why it's not meta. Unfortunately for this man. What a crazy turn of events. The man, we benched the Mantike and he was like, bro, I'll take the fall for you. I'm picturing like a Renaissance painting of Mantike just taking like all 4 Draco Meteors, just like with his arms out. He's just like, I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Does Dratini do 30 damage or does it do 20? Genuine question. He has E-Switch. It's over. He just benched Zeraora and he has E-Switch in hand. It's over. Because he went back-to-back Lightning Energy. We lost. Ah, never mind. Okay. It's the Zeraora Dragonite, which is crazy. He did not like that Mantike, bro. It died for our sins. It died for our sins. Oh, I actually forgot here. We still lose the game because there was only a single prize Pokemon, which is wildly ironic here. So, yeah, we still lose, which I love. And by love, I mean, like, I hate. We lose to the Zeraora. No, we lose the game because the Zeraora and all of our Pokemon are at 60 HP. Technically speaking, we can just retreat and then live. And then, yeah. What is this game, dude? What is going on? Wow. Anyway, what are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? What the heck? If we win, we gotta give props to the Mantike. He researches, which is scary. He has to go into Zera now. But then what, right? He calms. Does he play 2 Zera? Like, he's definitely searching for that second Zera so that he can do the same thing after the following turn. But we're going to Mars him again. We're going to Mars him and it's going to stick, I swear. Dishes. What's up, Heechef? How you doing? What a game. We have to just Mars here and then hope and pray. They don't run Cyrus. I mean, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is if he has like a second Zeraora. He's got 3 baby Pokemon. They can't attack me. So theoretically speaking, no matter what, unless he has Zeraora Elemental Switch, he loses, right? So does he have Lightning in the zone or does he have... I can't see. Is it Lightning Energy or is it Water Energy? How many Pokemon does this deck have? I don't know. This deck is full of surprises. Nothing about this game went the way I thought it would. It does go Lightning Energy, so if he has Elemental Switch and Zeraora, we lose. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. GG. GG to our opponent there. It was very likely that he would have at least one of the... I don't know. Maybe that was the only basic Pokemon in his deck, but yeah. Oh, he gave me the win. What a legend. He's probably watching the stream. What a crazy game. I appreciate that, whoever that was. Who was this? I don't know, but he gave me the win. So shout out to him. I don't know what just happened, but he needs 2 prizes. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was also at 1 prize. My bad. I also forgot. I forgot that. Okay, sorry. I was so confused that whole game. I have no idea what was going on. So he was stream sniping? No, I forgot. He only had 1 prize, right? Because that was only going to be his second prize. Because he had only KO'd the Mantike. That was the only prize he had taken. So, yeah. Okay. Crazy. All right. None of that game was anything that we expected it to happen, but it ended up with a W, and that's all it was planned from the beginning. You know what I mean? It was we manifested destiny there. You would have won. I honestly totally forgot that he had only after everything that happened. I had completely forgot that he had only that he had only taken 1 prize. I swear. We're playing Dragonite again? Why is everyone playing Dragonite? What's up with the old Dragonite thing? We're going for the dub. Go for the win. W's in the chat. Come on, we need it. We need it. Show it to me. Show it to me. Oh! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. The discrepancy, people who say Pokemon Pocket isn't fun or don't have fun with the game, I think they're lying because the contrast between the 2 games we just had into the same matchup to me is hilarious. We went from probably the most cinematic experience I've ever had in Pokemon Pocket to just flipping a coin and winning on turn 1. This is peak Pokemon Pocket in my mind. Is Silvally a top 5 card? It's top 10 for sure. Do you guys want to do that right now? That'll be pretty fun. Luther is 1675 to drop rank 4 next season, right? Yes, that's correct. B-Set needs full art Renaissance Mantike. Yo, for sure. Silvally Tina been treating me well? Oh, treating you well? Yeah, for sure. Saw your gameplay from yesterday. It seemed balanced. How would you compare it, Phil, to Silvally Rampardos? I think it's way more consistent than Silvally Rampardos. It's just a little bit different. That's my opinions on it. I don't know how else I really would say that, but that's kind of how I feel. We're playing Giratina Darkrai, going second, and we lead Giratina. Is this an upgrade from the video one? I think they're both similar. I personally swapped the 2 Rocky Helmet. Oh, it's Guzzlord. I swapped the 2 Rocky Helmet because I felt personally like it was better. That's my opinion. I felt like the Rocky Helmets were more useful than Giant Cape, so we're just playing 2 Rocky Helmet. Going second, leading Giratina is actually not bad into the face of Guzzlord because he's going to be a turn behind. We're still attacking turn 3, but he's going to be behind on energy, right? So that's relevant in my book. I think Silvally Rampardos is fine. I just think the fossils with Greninja is a little bit of a liability, personally. What's my win rate so far? I'm about 53%, I think. I'm always floating around 53 to 55%, feels like. Do we just bench these? We do, right? There's no reason not to. I know we could get, like, repelled or Sabrina or whatever, but... Assuming it was a 1 in 4 chance for each of the times to do 50 damage, it was a 1 in 256 chance that Mantike took all 200. And he did, like a legend. He did it. He really did it. What an absolute legend. That Mantike will go down in history as potentially the greatest of all time. I'm just going to play the Mars. I probably should have held it, but I just wanted to get that 6 cards out of his hand. So we're going to get Grind Cord here. The question is, do we double up in case we get Grind Cord? I know we neglect a Silvally, but I still think it's better to double up here. Just to increase the odds of us being able to attack next turn. We have red, too. So, I mean, if he hits us and he doesn't discard 2 energies, okay. We Mars him into Will. Okay, so if he doesn't discard 2 energies here, we actually just KO him next turn with red, which I would love here. Okay, ooh, the Tyranitar coin. Pray for me. Oh. He did it to me. Okay, so now what do we do is the question, right? Now literally what do we do? Do we just still double up and try to attack next turn? Is that still the play? Or do we have to split on Silvally? What do we do? We do have red, but we know he plays healing, right? So that's the other thing that I'm really worried about, I guess. Do we think he's going to discard another energy? Or do we hedge our bets? Because if he attacks us, he goes down to 130, and if he doesn't heal, Silvally still can't take the KO, unfortunately. So we have to double up on the active. All right, folks. We're going to get Gamboed here by the old Guzzlord. What are the odds that we Mars him into Will and he discards 3? What are the odds of that? Yeah, there's the PCL, so we made the right play. we need a tails here, real bad. We concede if it's a heads, I think. Or I guess we can retreat, but that doesn't help us, does it? Go to the dark side. All right, let's see here. I take out 1 Mars for Leaf? Yes. So you could do that. All right, here we go. Bro, I'm done. We're done with it. I'm out of here. Get me out of here. We got absolutely rolled by the Guzz. Our man discarded 6 energies and 2 attacks with Guzzlord. We're done with it. I'm completely over it. I'm so over it that it's not even funny. It's not even funny. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Oh man, you gotta love Guzzlord, man. What a deck! What an incredible deck. Yeah, you could run 1 less Mars for Leaf, but I think double Mars honestly is really good. He guzzled all of my energies. That was cinema. Listen. The wild roller coaster of Pokemon Pocket ranked battles is something that no game will ever replicate. But I do like it. I don't like, people get really mad when stuff like that happens, but like none of it matters. You know what I mean? We're just having a good time. Probably Giratina Darkrai going second, leading type null. No regrets. It's probably Guzzlord again, actually. So let's hold our breath. I would say Guzzlord's probably more. Guzz is my nightmare. I would say Guzzlord's probably more. It's probably more common and ranked right now than Giratina Darkrai is. Guzzlord is the deck where one player feels extremely unlucky. You know, I don't mind Guzzlord though as a deck, right? Because like Will has made it a little bit annoying, but like he flipped 3 coins there, right? So theoretically speaking, the Will didn't do anything for him that game. Like he just hit a, what is it, so 50. So it's a 1 out of 2, a 1 out of 4. So he hit 2 1 out of 8 chances in a row, which is, I don't know what that is. It's a 1 in 64 chance or whatever. Like, you know, the odds are gonna happen like that. You know, it's like just how it goes sometimes. That is just how it goes. Our opponent has every single Pokemon in his deck somehow. Turn 1. So good for him, I guess. Good for him, I guess. Let's Rocky Helmet the active. Yeah, you're right, Iceman. You're right. That was the reverse karma. Guz is a unique card. It can win games when it shouldn't. The Mantike off the Pokeball there is... It's disappointing to say the least. Disappointing to say the least. We're going to flip heads here. Sorry, we're going to top deck red, though. Right? Probably. Hopefully. Never, okay, we're going to get repelled. In the grand scheme of things, this doesn't matter, but it's pretty funny that that happened. Who has the best card art in Pocket, in your opinion? Man, I don't know. Our opponent dropped down a Rainbow Rare Guzzlord. That's a pretty sweet art. I think the immersive Suicune is sick. The best art. It's a great question, I think. It really is. Does Sabrina do anything for us? It probably does. Probably not. Just gonna quick blow. Tails again. We can't even get a heads. Our Guzzlord hit 6 of them. We can't even get one of them. Is what it is. Ah, the best card art in Pokemon Pocket. It's got to be some of the Rainbow Rares. Some of the Rainbow Rare arts are so good. Although the old classic immersive... Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We get Mars. Sabrina. Silvali's fine. Double Silvali's is even better. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. So we're going to KO... Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So... I'm just curious, like, can we win this? Because we KO and then he hits us with Giratina. Can we win? I think we have to win by like a Sabrina Cyrus play, if I'm correct here. He's gonna take 40 in total plus the Rocky Helmet damage, right? But we don't have another Pokemon, so I think we do end up losing. I just can't confirm that or deny that. We might be able to force a tie if he doesn't have a healing card, right? Because he's going to go down to 130. We can red him. So we might be able to force a tie. Right? Unless... Can we? If he doesn't have a healing card, I think we force the tie here. Garchomp EX full art is great. Yeah, you're right. The OG Charizard immersive was sick, too. Why can't the stream go in 180p? It should be able to. I mean, if not... Oh, he giant caped. Okay. All right. We lose, right? Right? Well, no. Technically, if he doesn't have a healing card, we still force the tie, which is funny. We could Sabrina here. But if we Sabrina and he has Leaf, we lose, right? And we don't have Cyrus, and we have 8 cards in deck. So I think we just red. Oh, yeah. Without a bench, we just lose. Okay. That's a good point, I guess. I forgot that that was a thing in the game, so I guess we just Sabrina. I guess. Feels good. All right. Maybe we top deck a basic or we top deck... the thing is, though, like... I don't know. None of it really matters. Because I guess maybe we can double up on Giratina and then maybe win that way. Okay, so no... What do we have? We have Pokeball and Research left in the deck. He conceded. All right. That works. I guess that makes sense, because if he doesn't have Leaf, he just loses the next turn. I forgot he can't actually... He has to end his turn to Bellow. So, yeah, anyway. What was I thinking? Why did I think he'd be able to retreat manually? I don't know. It's too late. I'm doing these streams at the end of the night. I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't. Chad is MVP tonight. Alolan Marowak and Houndoom full arts go hard. Yo, some of the evolution full arts are sick too. Like the rainbow rare stuff, the evolution stuff. No Leaf, we got him. We got him, gentlemen. We got him. What a crazy game, dude. This is Sabrina coming in clutch. Mads is classic overthinker. I overthink things entirely. Thanks, Yuki, for the follow. Appreciate you. Going first. It always makes sense to just lead Mantike because we're guaranteed a Pokeball for the type null. We probably shouldn't have benched the Giratina, but whatever, right? Whatever, right? The Froakie lead makes me happy. Rainbow Pikachu is great. Yeah, the Rainbow Pikachu is so good, man. It's so good. One of the all-time greats, I would say. Mads, what do I do for work? I work in IT. I'm an IT person, in a sense. Not in the traditional sense, but in a theoretical sense. You got to try Miss Magi's Oricorium Giratina. It's mad fun. All right, Luther, maybe I will. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good call out, Dretzel. That's a great call out. Yo, 42 people in the Twitch chat. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much for the support over on Twitch. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Better to overthink than to regret later. Yes, but no at the same time, I would say. There's definitely some times where I wish that wasn't the case. Is he gonna retreat? He does, yeah, okay. So we're gonna get the KO on Suicune, guaranteed. Which is great. Benching Giratina was a mistake. Yuki, I've been watching you on YouTube since the game started. Great to see you streaming. Yo, dude. Thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Do we Mars him here? I think it's better to Mars right now than to... Yeah, let's go. This is why the Mantike is so clutch. The Mantike is so clutch. Moist Feels. What's going on, man? What's going on? I love all of the first-time chatters. It's one of the cool things that Twitch does. On YouTube, I can recognize like a new face typically, because I typically kind of remember most of the usernames. But on Twitch, it tells me if it's a first-time chatter, and I think that's really cool. We just beat Fish. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Would I play two Mantikes? I don't think so, because, like, I don't know. I like the build of the deck. Like, again, it seems weird, but it actually kind of works, because, like, you know, Mantike is useless going second, right? So it's not something you really always want to lead with. If you were playing, like, instead of Giratina, if we were playing, like, Arceus, then yeah, maybe you just play two Mantike or whatever, but then it's a whole different deck, you know what I mean? The deck is very reliant and based off of Savali. Mantike going first. Let's hope we get a type null off of this Pokeball, because that would be bad if it was Giratina. I mean, it wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So I think the deck is like the build for the deck right now is fine. By the way, we have no weakness in the face of this Tapu Koko, which I find to be hilarious. Okay, let's see it. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, of course it is, right? Why wouldn't it be? Holy grind, good luck in the struggle. I appreciate that, perhaps. I mean, isn't that bad, I guess? Like, he can't even KO me. We're going to be able to just KO him with Giratina because we have red in hand. Maybe it was better to get Giratina, actually, in this scenario. I don't know. That's funny, though, is that he can't KO here, unless he has Giovanni, which he might, but it's crazy that Mantike doesn't have a weakness. So, you know what I mean? It's so funny that, like, Tapu Koko can't KO this Mantike. Yo, what's good, Mads? What's up, Ben? Was just playing this deck. It's fun, and if you get the 1/1/2, it's a really nice endgame. Yeah, for sure, dude. 100%. What's up, Yuki? Good to see a lot of familiar faces. Heck yeah, man. The community is awesome. Okay, the Oricorio comes down, which is something else, I'll say. Do we Rocky Helmet the... No, we'd never Rocky Helmet the active. There's no reason to. There's no reason to. I really don't want to get Repelled or Sabrina here. I mean, if we do, it's fine, I guess, but... Hope he doesn't. We're streaking. Playing Skarm now with all of the steel stuff, and it's super low-key fun. Yeah, Skarm is actually very underrated in the current metagame. Skarm does well into a lot of those lightning decks, but it also does well, I think, in his weekend. So I like Skarmory. I do. It's good into Guzzlord. It's good into a lot of stuff. Rocky Helmet. But does he have Repel? I really hope he doesn't. Yes, Sabrina. Well, okay. I mean, all right. So, okay. So we lose the game, effectively, is what this means. Because he Rocky helmeted the active too, which is just crazy work from our opponent. Ooh, okay. This gives us hope actually now. A little bit. No. No. Yeah, we just lose because we have no other basics. And we would have gotten Revenge KO the following turn. We ended up just losing because he had Sabrina and we didn't have another basic. That's crazy. With the stale meta, I would rather just watch the stream than play. Yeah, I do feel that for sure. I typically haven't been playing a lot unless I'm streaming. But yeah, you know, that's kind of where we're at, you know. Well, that's quite the unfortunate game. Quite the unfortunate game. Wow. Okay. 9 cards in deck, both type null. He has Sabrina and Rocky Helmet. If he didn't have Rocky Helmet, maybe there would have been a chance. But yeah, we got cooked. We got absolutely smoked by this Tapu Koko. And us not having another basic Pokemon. Like, come on, dude. Crazy. How do I deal with Oricorio? We're playing 2 Silvally. That's how we deal with Oricorio. It's probably our best matchup. This is a very unique scenario where our opponent, he goes into Oricorio. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. At least it highlights how good your deck is. Your favorite deck is. Oh, yeah. He doesn't? What is going on? We still don't have a basic, so we still lose. He gave us an out, but we still lose. We can KO, but then we get Revenge KO'd. I guess, theoretically speaking, it's still better to do this, so let's do it. Oh, sorry, Dark. My bad, Dark. Sorry. I'm just reading the chat. Doing my thing. All right, well, we take the KO here. We can't Gladion. Gladion, we lose the game if we Gladion. We literally can't do that. We can't play the Gladion. We'll play it next turn and then we'll treat into the thing, but we just can't. We're not throwing. It wasn't throwing. Because if he KOs the Mantike, we lose. If he just KOs the Mantike with Oricorio, we lose. We can't let him KO the Mantike. We can't. It's not a viable solution. Because now we're going to top deck type null. And then we just retreat. And then we Mars him to 1. It's a much better outcome. It's a much better outcome, I promise. All right. Well, now we're going to Gladion and we can't Mars him. But anyway. Pokeball and 2 type null in the deck is sad. A little bit. Makes me a little bit sad. Well, he can Cyrus most likely? Yeah, well, it was still better for us not to let the Mantike go down because we just lose regardless either way. We had to take the KO on the Tapu Koko. Because at least now, like, he can't KO us without Cyrus, right? Like, that's a much better condition than anything. Also, if we had top deck Pokeball or type null, we could have Mars him to 1. We just got unlucky in that sense. But maybe he still doesn't have it, right? Maybe he still doesn't have it. He's going to PCL. We're chilling. Because now he has to retreat. And if he's going to retreat, he has to go into Raikou. Yeah. 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 And now we're going to Mars him to 1 because we can just Chevalier and then Mars him to 1 and then hit and then it's GG. The cape doesn't matter. I see what you're saying. Yeah. We can't let Mantike go down. We lose if Mantike goes down. And he doesn't. Yeah, we're going to Mars him to 1. Oh, never mind. We Sabrina. LOL. It was all calculated. Trust me. We were not misplaying over here. You think we're misplaying? We're not misplaying. We're winning games over here. We're doing what we got to do to win. All right? I see you. I see you, Kaikik. I see you. I see you over there, but listen, I know we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Preferably we would have top decked it so that we could have also marsed that turn, but we got lucky anyway, so GG. You know what I'm saying? We take the dubs. I think it was better to do that. There's no way where we stay into Mantike because we can't go into Giratina because then we get Revenge KOs, which means, you know, it doesn't work. So we had to KO Coco that turn. That's what we had to do. And it worked out for us. You didn't trust enough? You guys got to trust. You know how lucky we are. You understand the luck here. You doubted my goat. We're chilling. We're chilling, guys. It's all good. We're climbing, too. We've climbed quite a bit with this deck. I tried to tell you in today's video that this deck was probably the best deck right now for ranked mode. And I believe that. I'm not telling you stuff just to say it. I say it if I believe it. If you Mars, you lose there? Yeah. I mean, we had to Gladion, but super satisfying endgame for sure. So top deck clutch. Yeah, definitely. We're going first. Mantike lead, although... Wait, what are we playing? We're playing Lightning. We have Gladion in hand, so yeah, we'll do it. Yo, A-Sauce with the follow. Appreciate that. Liking the stream is free, guys. Keep that in mind. Sabrina's clutch. If we Mars, we don't lose the game. He can't KO us back, right? Yo. It was written in the prophecy here. Our deck list is cracked. I don't know what else to tell you guys. We're playing an absolutely busted deck. This deck's crazy. I mean, we Gladion for the type null, which is tough, but theoretically speaking, if we top decked, or if we had drawn the Silvally, we would have been cruising. But it is what it is, right? Has Raikoko been throwing to the wayside? Yeah, we put it away for now. There's just too much non-Suicune on the ranked ladder. So I like the deck. Oh, we get repelled. Sure. Okay. And red carded. Word. Thank you. Thanks for the red card, dude. Bang. It's that easy. Sometimes it pays to be both the luckiest and the unluckiest player in the history of Pokemon Pocket. You know, sometimes you take the wins. Following on Twitch is also free. That's true. That's a great point. You got to subscribe, guys. The streaks, we're streaking. We're doing it. We are streaking. Let's go. The red card clutch. Why did he red card our 2-card hand? I don't know. Because he saw us play Gladion and he saw us bench the type null, so I don't know why he red carded us. Sorry, New Jeans. I don't know what that play was about, but we would have top decked it anyway, right? We all know that. Yo, Charizard. Thanks for the like, man. I appreciate that. Is Rampardo still relevant in the current meta? It's a little bit inconsistent. It's a little bit slow. It's a little bit sketchy because of Greninjas. That's all I'll say. It's not bad, but it's more of a counter meta pick, which is a little bit iffy for sure. Appreciate the follow. How does Donphan do against these electric decks? You know, not as good as you would think. Like, Donphan's not bad. It's just not good enough. That's all I have to say about it. It's just not good enough. And it also loses to Oricorio, which is crazy. Is this having a higher win rate? Well, so... Okay. So I think what you're asking, right, is... Do we have a higher win rate? It's hard to say, man, because the Raikoko deck... When I played it for that first 4 or 5 days, it was like a cheat code because everyone was playing Suicune and we were winning like 70% of the games, but it quickly fell off. So we've adjusted, I guess, basically. I would say that this deck is where it's at right now. Where did you place in your Pocket tournament? Oh, I was like 5-5, I think, in Swiss, so I was like the middle of the road, I think. I don't know what placement I was exactly. We did make top cut though, that's for sure. That is for sure. Did we Mars this turn? Should we Mars? I'm just gonna do it. It feels right to me, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna just smack this Roki. Yo, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. We have gotten 0 subs on Twitch tonight. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not asking you to sub. I'm just letting you know we've gotten 0 Twitch subs so far tonight. But everybody watching on Twitch, I greatly appreciate it. He attacked us here. Is he going to retreat? He's got to retreat, right? We Marsed him into Rare Candy anyway. We Marsed him into Rare Candy Greninja anyway, right? Oh. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Yeah, you went from top 6,000 to top 500 in a day with Tapu. Oh, what you did with Ori? Yeah. It's an incredible deck. Honestly, it's really, really fun. It's not, as generally strong as some of the other stuff in the format, but it was such a strong counterplay. We can actually bench Giratina, but we're going to hold off on it for now. I don't want to get, like, repelled or whatever. We also have, like, Sabrina and Cyrus in the deck. It was really strong. I wish I played more in that, like, 4 or 5 days, because it really was, like, a truly ridiculous deck. It was truly ridiculous. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about it, but it was absolutely phenomenal for a few days. And we rode that wave, and then I showcased it to people, but then eventually Ranked Ladder became a lot of, like, Guzzlord, a lot of Giratina Darkrai, a lot of, like, just non-Suicune stuff. When it you know, it just comes down to, like, is it worth, right? Like, is it worth playing that deck, you know, in that scenario? That's the question, you know, and for me, it wasn't really. Okay, so here's the question now. Is he hits for 80 next turn. Actually, no, so okay. All right, guys, do we think here, this is the interesting thing about playing Suicune. Do you think that he's going to have a basic Pokemon and Rare Candy and Greninja in his hand? That's the question. Because if he does, we get KO'd. But if he doesn't, then we kind of ride, right? But then on the flip side, of course, no, we don't do that. We always just bench type null. What am I talking about? We always just bench the type null. It's never worth not doing that. And we're going to research and hope that we draw into, yeah, if he gets another Gren, you lose. Yeah, and he's got 5 cards in deck. We have the Sabrina, so it's kind of what we were banking on. I might just bench all of my Pokemon at this point. We have Gladion, but we can't Sabrina and Gladion in the same turn, though, is what's bad, right? All right. Well, I think we lose, actually. I know I was talking. We basically have to top deck Silvally to win next turn. Because what he can do here, well, we want him to have to ping the active to KO, right? So if that happens, then we're in a good spot. But if we see double Greninja, we actually do just lose the game. So there's the basic, yeah, for sure. He's only got 4 cards in deck, right? So he's going to have another Rare Candy Greninja. Oh, he Marses us to 1. What is this card? That's fine. So we gave him the KO there. But what we did was, well, I don't know. Was it the right play, guys? Did we do the right thing? Did we do the right thing? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Because if we... At 110, he can't KO us next turn, even with double Greninja, right? So this was the right play. It had to have been the right play. Right? It had to have been the right play. Right? Because now what does he do? He's got to retreat. We're forcing him to retreat here. This was always the right play. Because he can't, even with a second Greninja here, he can't KO us this turn. Which means he can't stay in, so he has to retreat. And if he retreats, then we can just hit. So his best play would be to do Rare Candy Greninja attached to... We have Sabrina and Cyrus. And Mars. I don't think we're good. I really don't. Because he's just going to attach to Froakie. I don't think we're good. The only way we're good here is if he doesn't Rare Candy Greninja. And then we are good. He attaches here. Oh, and he Iridas. Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch. He'll retreat in. And then he's going to... Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, he's... Okay. So we lose this game unless we top deck something here. Because he's only got 2 cards in deck. So the second Greninja's coming out next turn. We know it is. So what do we top deck? GG. We're literally the best gamers in the entire world. We're the greatest gamers in the history of gamers. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. You just draw the card you need. It's that simple, right? I mean, why are we talking all this strategy stuff? The game's just going to give you the card you need anyway, right? People think I overthink stuff, but I don't. I'm calculating, you know what I mean? We're calculating. We had Cyrus, we had Sabrina as well. We had Mars in the deck, right? So just a better phone. We're the best to ever do it. Yeah, I wish that was true. It's definitely not, but let me check my phone real quick. All right. Flabbergasted. We're on a 5 streak right now. 53.4% win rate. Can we go to like the battle history? So win, 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 loss, win, 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 loss, win, loss, loss, win, 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 loss, 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 win, win, win. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is very underwhelming, but I feel like we're doing pretty good. How is it this deck? I was playing Savali Rampardos and I just saw you were online, Floyd. I like this deck a lot. I think it's very well positioned currently for the metagame. I mean, we go into more detail. Like, you can just sort of watch the video today if you want. Like, I'm not saying you have to, but I just think that this deck list, and it's been around for a while, I just feel like this deck is very uniquely well positioned currently in the metagame. Going second, type null, probably into Suicune as well. Could be Dragonite. We'll take 19 supporters and I sub right away, man. Take it or leave it. We can't do that, bro. Miltank 19 supporters. Why not 18 supporters? Why do we have to play? Why do I have to play only one Miltank? I guess it doesn't matter, I guess. My battle history looked nothing like that. I just got here in time. Yo, what's up, Zen? You came right in time to see the absolute mastery. It's just the outplaying our opponent every day of the week. That's all we do. We're getting lucky. That's all this is. Smocky, why don't you just sub for the Silvally, bro? Why don't you sub? Why do you have to have the Miltank for the sub? Huh? Why can't you just sub for the old Silvally? Huh? Magikarp, 21 trainers, dude. Crazy. Crazy. There's definitely going to be some mega decks that are that. It's going to be like, hey, this is a mega Pokemon and whatever, you know, like there's going to be a lot of those decks where that's just what the game is. The Sabrina could go nuts next turn as well. 4 cards. I'm going to hold the Mars. I kind of want to type null here. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to hit him with a quick blow, which is one of my favorite attack names of all time. 19 trainer Miltank. Oh, right. Empty bench. That's right. Yeah, we don't need the second Miltank. Is it really that bad? I guess the issue with Miltank is that, you know, like a lot of the cards in the metagame play healing, right? Like if the healing cards didn't exist or weren't popular, then Miltank probably wouldn't be that bad. Could you do a full week of streaming every night? I mean, I could. My wife probably would not be happy about it. For the simple answer. Would you be disappointed if Suicune was still a meta driver in the B block meta? No, I don't. I wouldn't be disappointed in it. I mean, Giratina Darkrai has been a meta driver for like 100 years, you know? It is what it is. It is what it is. We actually Sabrina here. Call me crazy. Or now we might Gladion here. Now he can't attack with Giratina next turn, right? We just Sabrina and then we KO the other Froakie. Or does it matter? No, we probably hold. What does Sabrina here do for us, quite frankly? Does it do anything for us? Or do we bench Gear? Do we not even KO? What do we do? We could bench Giratina. We could Mars. No, we always KO, right? I'm just going to Mars him. We always have to KO because he can't KO us next turn. So we always KO. Not Gladioning there was a little bit scary, but I don't want the other Greninja to come down. So I'm just going to KO here. Don't let them sway you. Happy wife, happy life. That's right. My wife allows me to make YouTube videos sometimes and stream, which I greatly appreciate it. When she sees that YouTube money, she doesn't complain about it. That's for sure. I'm just kidding. It's not a lot. It's not a lot going on there, but it's something. Yeah, we'll hold Sabrina. Yeah. Quite the interesting play from our opponent, I would say. Equals a safe happy wife equals a safe life. Sometimes she watches the stream. You slip her the money amount and smile. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm like, listen, I make Pokemon Pocket videos, okay? No, you know, we got bills. You know, we got the mortgage. It's trust me, the money does help. The money helps a lot. You know, he Iridas, and we don't have red in hand, which is a little bit. Actually, no, we still win. Man, why are we so good at Pokemon Pocket? Can anybody explain how we're so good at this game? Checks in the mail. Yeah, why are we so good at this game? Does anyone know? Even Irida, we just top decked it anyway. Yo, Sin. Oh, Sin. I just read that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Sin. I don't want to get into it, but I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, that's bad. Very bad. Very bad. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm really sorry. Horrible. How much do I spend on packs? Oh, are you? That's a quote. Sorry, Light Rain. I didn't see that was you. I didn't see you were joking. This man is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon Pocket. I am, man. We're so locked in. It's crazy. That's 12 extra points. Win streaks and Master Ball are hilarious. They really are. Maybe we hit top 1,000 at this point. Who knows? We're on an absolute tear right now. We are on an absolute tear. You guys want to see a picture of my cat right now? So my cat, he's in bed, sleeping. He's mad that I'm not in bed right now. None of my games go as smoothly. We're getting lucky. That's literally the only answer to any of this. I was saying that quote as if your wife read your pack expenditures. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. It's okay, Sin. Don't worry about it. No, it's all right. You know. I mean, what can you do, right? What can you say? You know. Hey, Maddie, do you do viewer battles at all? You know, it's tough to do viewer battles. Like, I just think most people enjoy watching ranked more. Like, I like the idea of viewer battles, but is that a cat cam or a picture? That's just a straight up picture of my cat on my phone that my wife had just sent me. No Giratina going first or Mantike is a little bit feels bad, but all right. These are the Suicune games we lose. I think the streak's over, fam. I think the streak is officially done. Maybe we top deck a Sabrina or whatever, but not very likely. Red. That's how I feel about that. We're just going to hit for 40 here, and he's not going to have Irida or Giant Cape. That's what's going to happen. All right. Well, we do have Rocky Helmet, though. I feel like even with the most horrendous start, you'll still manage to win. You've seen me lose a bunch this stream, so we can't pretend like it doesn't happen a lot. Yugi's the pocket mads of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day was so good. It really was. It was one of the best things ever. He's playing Oricorio. As if we care about that. All right. No Cape, no Irida. He passes. What a guy. We're going to top deck red, though. I thought that was red for a minute. I really did. I really, really did. We still don't bench here, right? There's no reason to bench yet. Mars would be funny, but we're not going to do that. When his wife sees minus 100 on TCG Pocket. Yeah, it's a business expense, guys. That's what I tell her, right? It's just a business expense. That's all. You know? There's nothing wrong about it. Dude, the early 2000s was sick, man. I'm really happy I grew up in the time I did. You know what I mean? That's what one of my streamer friends does. He Irida's here, so he's going to attach and retreat. But we have Cyrus. Oh, no, he just hits. Okay. This is fine. We're not in a bad spot at all, right? Are we in, like, a great spot? We might just Mars him again, right? Oh, the Sabrina is... Dude. Is our deck unbelievable, or is it unbelievable? I feel like we were playing potentially the greatest deck in the history of decks. That's kind of how I feel. It does feel a little bit gratifying, right? To, like, find a deck later in the meta, like, late, like, third week metagame that just feels like it works well. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, like, even after the meta has developed this much, we are here playing a deck that nobody really plays. I mean, it's not a new deck, but it's not a very popular deck. You know, it feels right. It feels good, you know? It feels good. That's all I can say. No way he's got Rare Candy Greninja and Suicune to protect from Sabrina. Nah, GG. Going first. Literally going first, solo Silvally just wins the game into Suicune. Like, what are you going to do? I appreciate the follow. What is it? Aviman? Another W. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? Was there a reason you couldn't go with her? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm reading your guys. You guys are talking to each other. You guys are talking to each other, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on because I'm busy playing the game. I'm busy just winning and streaking in Pokemon Pocket. What was that about losing this match? That's right. It's over. It was over before it started. We've climbed a good bit here. Little 7 streak. Savali is a general archetype, is something I typically like to go back to every season. Savali is just really good. It's really, really good. The issue is, like, most people are playing Savali, like, with Lightning. Most people are playing it with, like, with like Rampardos, right? So, like, the Psychic type Savali stuff was never that popular. Like I said, it wasn't, I don't think, very, very good until kind of at this moment. We're going to just ride off into the sunset doing the same thing we did last game. We're going to top deck the Mars as well. Or the red, rather. Babies, yeah, right. But you don't... Like, Psychic Silvally wasn't ever really something people considered much, you know? It really wasn't. The back-to-back Mars is just something else. And we're doing it, too. 100%. I like double Mars in the deck. Some people are like, do you really need 2 Mars? Like, I really like it in the Silvally deck. It just feels good to me. What was my first Pokemon generation that I started playing? I think the first games that I remember playing was probably Sapphire. I think Sapphire was my first game that I really remember, at least played like through all the way. You know, I might have played Red and Blue and maybe Gold and Silver or Crystal when I was like young, but like the game I really remember playing when I was old enough was Ruby Sapphire, because I think I was like 5 or 6 years old, and that's really what I remember. Still one of my favorites of all time. Definitely one of my favorites of all time. But you can make the case. We have to Mars him again, which feels bad, but we literally have to. You could make the case, quite honestly, that that like Generation 3, if you include Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and Fire Red, Leaf Green, was the best generation ever. Like, I think that was peak, which is funny because that's really when the decline of the original hype of Pokemon started. And then there was another dip, like, where the decline in popularity also came in. Yeah, Emerald was so good, man. Emerald was so good. But then, like, also, like, Generation 5, like, Black and White, like, was probably the least popular Pokemon games ever at the time, which is crazy to me because those are the best games. Black and White, to me, are the best Pokemon games, especially, like, the sequels, if you combine them, too. I like this trend of curating decks to go low mons when you can fetch your cards to avoid Pokemon top decks later. I don't even know what that means, bro. I'm not even going to lie. You got me all sorts of confused by that comment, but respect. Going second with Giratina in front against Dragonite? It's a little bit iffy, right? I think we just win, especially if this is a type null. Yeah, I don't mean... Savali just puts in a lot of work against Suicune. It really does. It just puts in a tremendous amount of work. You know, with double red in the deck and Rocky Helmet, like, even going first, like, you can put enough pressure to 2-hit KO Suicune very easily. Very, very easily. I stopped playing after Diamond and Pearl. You know, I remember when Diamond and Pearl came out, and people loved Generation 4 because I think the Pokemon designs and the overall concept of the game was really, really good. But if I'm being entirely honest with you, I think that Generation 4 was probably... I think it was like... Platinum was one of the better games ever. I'm not going to lie. But Diamond and Pearl were not very good. And I mean that... I mean that entirely seriously. Like, I don't think they were that good. Savali is massive. We love that. So what we want is like Sabrina or Cyrus here, right? Or Red, which we don't have either right now. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. No reason to bench Giratina here. Right? He can't KO. So we just hit. And then we have Cyrus. And we also have double red in the 7-card deck, so. Those are careful words. I think Platinum was an incredible game. I just don't think Diamond and Pearl was that good. Diamond and Pearl are the only remakes I skipped. Oh, because they kind of... Yeah, the remakes also weren't that good. Also the worst remakes. Also the worst remakes. That's not a hot take. I do believe that in my soul. I believe that in my soul. So, okay. So the issue here, if we don't top deck, then we have to double up on Giratina and not attack, which feels bad, but we literally have to. Right? We have to. We have to double up on Giratina. Unless we top deck red. We can top deck one of our 2 reds or Cyrus here. All right. Our luck is starting to run out. Our luck is starting to run out. Actually, we lose. We lose right then by not attacking. We should have attacked. Why didn't we attack? Wait, am I crazy? Oh, no, we couldn't Gladion. The game wouldn't have let us play Gladion. So, yeah, that was the right play. Yeah, the double Greninja. All right, we lose. RIP to us. Actually, do we? Yeah, we do. All right. All right, we got cooked. We finally didn't draw. We finally didn't draw the card we needed to. Yeah, the game wouldn't let us play Gladion there. So we couldn't even have attacked and then forced the tie or anything. Plus, he has Irida in hand, so... Yeah, we're not going to live next turn because he hits for 100. Actually, do we? Oh, he Iridas anyway. But we can still top deck Cyrus. I think we can actually force a tie here. Unironically. Because he can't KO us next turn. Oh, no, wait. Do we win? No, we tie. We might draw. Yeah, I think this is going to be a draw game. If he didn't get the Greninja out that turn, we could have won, but yeah. All right. Well, it's one of those. And the next card was red, you know. The next card. The next card was red. My friends bought me Sword for my birthday, but it was too much of a child's game, so I got bored of it. Only played up until the 3rd gym. Yeah. Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet were like... I don't know. I get they're trying to do something different. I'm really hoping Generation 10 is like, you know, better. Yeah, he plays 1 copy of red. All right, he deserves the win there. We got lucky, or we got unlucky. He got very lucky. Why does he play red? Have you ever seen Suicune play red? Has anyone ever seen that? No, we don't want to bench that turn. If we bench that turn, we lose. Well, we lost anyway because he had red. But we benched the following turn before we attack. Platinum was great. Cynthia was featured a long ago. The win streak is over, guys. It's in the past. We got unlucky, okay? We had double red and Cyrus in the deck there, and our opponent just happened to get the Greninja out that turn. Can't do anything. Surprise red in the Suicune deck. It worked for him. It clearly worked for him. All right, the streak is over. It was a nice little 7 streak. This deck is working. It's a good deck. You can't win them all. Can't win them all, especially in this metagame. You know, it's very, very difficult. I really did like Platinum. It fixed a lot of the issues with Diamond and Pearl. But, like, it's not like Diamond and Pearl were bad games, but if you go back and play those games, like, without the speed up on an emulator, they're so slow. It's such a slog. It's just a very, very, like, boring, slow game. You know what I mean? The Pokemon designs are great. I love the theme. I love the regions, the music, everything, the designs. It's just like playing the actual game is just really rough. Tried Latios and Latios with Giratina. I've tried it. I definitely know about the deck list, and I like the deck. I do. It's just not something that I think is. There's better options, I guess. That's all I'm trying to say. There's better options. We just bench everything here, right? We're playing Espeon for the first time tonight, which is actually a bit exciting. I do like the Latios in Latios deck. I just like I'm playing. You know, we're on the ranked ladder. Like there's some obligation for me if there's a better deck that can function at least somewhat similarly. Like I'm just gonna play that deck. You know what I mean? I don't have any. You know, it takes so long when you Oko Pokemon waiting for the HP bar to go down. Also, like the tech speed and like the battle animations and everything. Man, the game is so slow. Like, oh, he has Giant Cape, which is crazy. First of all, we're gonna top deck the red, right? We're gonna top deck red. No issues there, right? The red top deck is coming, so it's all good. The remakes were my first experience, and it felt so slow, dude. The remakes were also kind of slow. You know what remakes actually kind of slapped? The streak is back. I feel it. The energy has just shifted. The energy has shifted. Do I think Elemental Switch makes Dawn useless? No. Dawn is still useful in decks that aren't fire, lightning, and water. The red top deck, though, guys? What do you think about the red top deck there? It's like, why play Charizard when you can play Flareon? There's no point. Yeah, well, I mean, there's some differences, but for the most part, for sure. I can beat you with a Miltank. Yo, Bone Collector, you probably can, yeah. The remakes were my first experience, and it felt so slow. I know, man. I know. I feel the same way. What are we doing here? What is happening? Are we just that built different? Our opponent is so mad. He's so angry. He's like, why am I going first? Actually, no, we went first. We had the turn 2 red. That's crazy, actually, that we went first there. That's insane. Insane cinema. The Mantike has won us games, has it not? I feel like we've won at least like 4 or 5 games because of Mantike. I might be crazy, especially that Dragonite game. Especially the Dragonite game, bro. We've had some bangers. Mantike is an MVP for sure. You could play any baby Pokemon, but I think Mantike has special, it's got special energy. We're climbing like crazy, dude. This deck is cracked. I tried to tell you guys. I tried to tell you. I made the video today, and I was like, listen, this deck is the move right now. People aren't going to believe me. Not many people are going to watch that for in general because it's like the 3rd week of this metagame, but yeah. I'd say you had Dex God Hand, dude. We're flying right now. Going first, leading Mantike. That's all right. Suicune? I guess we have to lead Giratina. I face someone who uses Miltank and Giratina together? That's a crazy... I don't know why you would ever do that. I feel like the synergization there doesn't make that much sense, but... Alright, well, Suicune going second here. He does have the old Suicune lead, Froakie on the bench, you know, like he always does. But it's alright. We're going to draw into red, and then we'll just KO him on turn 3. Right? Easy enough. There's the Mantike. I don't know what you guys are talking about in the chat, but I can't follow along. You guys are just having a good old time there. No red makes me sad. No red makes me sad. I'm a little bit upset about it. We have a 1 in 5 chance of drawing red. Well, we don't need it next turn. We need it the turn after. So we can thin again with Gladion. As long as I don't see a Greninja this turn, I'm not that upset. Are you guys believers yet in this deck? I feel like you guys should be believers. Our deck is cracked. When's the Pocket Mads World Championship? Hello, Red. Nice of you to join the party. We don't need to... Do we bench right now? The thing is, like, we can pull cards out of our deck if we bench, right? But we take more damage. It is a little bit like, you know, if we get red carded, it feels bad. Does the 20 damage really matter if we bench? It might, right? What do you guys think? I need your guys' opinions right now. Do we bench this type null and attach Rocky Helmet to it? Opinions? Thoughts, opinions right now? What do you guys think? Do we bench here just in case we get like red carded or Marsed? Anybody? Chat? Anyone? Do I bench? Could get Sabrina. That's a good point. He does play Repel. You convinced me. I'm convinced. I am convinced. All right, if we get red carded or Mars here, then I blame all of you. I do. I can see the vision of the deck. It's quick and consistent unless you start with just Mantike. Yeah, but like you don't, right? Because you're playing 2 Gladion and you're playing 2 Type Null and Giratina. It just, like, the deck works. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, when you look at the deck, people's initial thought when they see this deck is that it's not that good. But it's genuinely a sound deck list. It's a sound deck. It makes sense. It's well positioned in the metagame. And all of the routes make sense. Like, yeah, you can lose, right, for sure. But, like, this deck list is good. We just KO him next turn. Unless he... We literally just KO this man next turn if he attacks us. Like... Psychic type Giratina is just massively underrated in general. And he has to attack, right? He doesn't attack. He doesn't attack us. He's building up the old guillotine. Oh, the Sabrina, though. We always Sabrina here, right? Or do we just take the KO and wait on the Sabrina? Actually, you're right. We probably wait on that. Hedge should run a Raquinid. I don't want to. He can't attack us next turn, so we just hold on to Sabrina. Or we have red in hand anyway. So I don't know why he did that. I guess I know why he did that, but we kind of put him in a bad spot. I guess I'm playing it wrong. Didn't have the patience. Yeah, it's all right, Fraps. I mean, we got plenty of gameplay tonight. I don't know if I'm playing it perfectly either, but... Ever thought of adding a Leaf to your deck? I do like Leaf, but not as much as other people probably would like Leaf. Does that make any sense? I don't know if it did or not. Oh, we do get Mars. Okay, all right. Good for him. Apologies if we're done it, but can you explain why you run one Giratina, not two? Because most of the time we don't want to lead Giratina, if that makes any sense at all. Bro, our opponent's just throwing the kitchen sink at us right now. I don't really know what to think. He must have Cyrus as well, right? His play makes me feel like he's got Cyrus, so we're going to do this. We're going to Mars him, and then we're just going to attach and hit. The red top deck was nice, but he did literally Mars and repel us, right? So it's like, you know, but he's building up the Giratina, so... His play there told me he had Cyrus, which is why Mars is 3-card hand. If he Cyrus is us, it's whatever. We just have to top deck a Gladion. Or a Silvally. Would be better, actually. For sure. But we have double Rocky Helmet in place, right? So he's going to Water Shuriken. We actually really need Silvally at this point. Hits the active. Attaches active as well. Benches another Suicune. Oh, and this man's got it all. He's got it all. Although, but he gets KO'd. What's he doing? He's going into Suicune? All right, GG. We have red. I feel like we just put the clamps on this guy. We crossed him up like Iverson like 4 turns ago, and he's never recovered. He hasn't recovered since. Our deck is just built different. And we top deck the Silvally too. We got it all, man. Our deck is just unbelievable. Our deck is unbelievable. This deck is cracked. What else can we even tell you guys? I don't know what else to tell you guys. I guess we didn't showcase it that well, to be fair, in the YouTube video. We got super unlucky, but like this stream, I think you're getting a nice large sample size. We're getting a nice large... We've climbed like 300 points this stream. We've climbed literally like 300 points. Not putting down that type no 5 turns ago rattled him. It did, dude. He got pretty upset. That was the play, Alejandro, for sure. Mads, who's winning tonight? Hawthorne or Geelong? Probably Hawthorne. Yeah, that's my bet. Whatever that means. And AI reference is wild. Thank you for that. Dude, Allen Iverson, when he crossed up Jordan, dude, with the hang, when he blatantly carried, but then everyone was like, that was pretty cool, so they just left it. They just didn't... They were like, word, we'll let him do that, because that was pretty cool. Just lost against Solgaleo with the deck, and I hate this Pokemon. Solgaleo is Solgaleo, dude. I'll tell you that much. When I recommend decks, it's typically for people in Master Ball rank. I'm not gonna lie. We're going first type no lead. So like when you guys see me talk about, oh, like, you know, when I'm doing my tier list or I'm saying these are the best decks for ranked, like most of the time I'm considering like the ranked metagame. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's typically my consideration. The Mantike taunts us. All right. I still don't even mind this, though, right? Because we have red in hand, and we have Silvally in hand. Like, I don't mind really any of this much. Is Mantike interchangeable? Yeah, yeah. You can play any baby Pokemon, not just Mantike. You could play Pichu or Magby. Definitely. Is that Circle Circuit? No, that's Thunderbolt. Yo, we're playing Raikoko. It's the first Raikoko that we've seen tonight. Is that true? Is Mega confirmed next pack? Next pack? No, it's not. Although they might. By the way things are going in Pokemon Pocket right now, they might do it next set. Honestly. And I wouldn't even be surprised about it. We're going to get Mars here. I already know it. Whatever. Whatever. I've always taken your advice as meaning that. Light Rain, yeah. I mean, also like Ultra Ball. I'm not. It's hard. Like I can't tell you the metagame for like Pokeball and Great Ball. Like it's just a different world. So when I talk about the metagame, it's like that's what like the Master Ball is, right? That's what I'm trying to sort of convey, if that makes sense. The E-Cord does scare me a little bit, but he doesn't have a great target for E-Cord unless he also has E-Switch, which he might. He might. He definitely might. We actually might lose this because he corded that turn. But we have to play red this turn. This is actually really bad. I think we lose. I think we lose to this E-Cord because he definitely has E-Switch. You ever mess around in unranked in Master Ball players bringing Suicune to the party? I've never played casuals that much. Like I played at the beginning of seasons when the ranked season hasn't started yet, but no. No, I typically don't. Yo, good night, Phantom. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you. Yeah, he definitely has E-Switch, and we're getting a hit for 90 here from this... from this Tapu Koko. What's ironic, though, is that that's not actually that bad. If we can draw into a type null, it's not that bad. Do you feel more conflicted or proud facing your beloved Raikou toolbox deck list? I'm proud, either way. I'm a proud dad right now, getting beat by Raikoko. We did lead Silvally going first, so in all defense, you know, it's not the most, it's not the craziest thing to ever happen, right? Imagine if he doesn't have Elemental Switch. Can you imagine if he didn't have it? J2 Cray. This man is, he's a subscriber. I know he is. Maybe he's one of those 60% of the guys that don't subscribe but watch the videos. Maybe he's one of them. Maybe he's one of those guys. All right, we need a type null here, or else we lose. Type null, please. So very sketchy. A Giratina, I guess, is fine too, but not ideal. All right. I mean, whatever, right? I don't know what's going on anymore. I mean, I guess it's like kind of the same outcome, but at the same time, like I really would have rather had the type null so I could just come in and hit. But then he would have KO'd me back, right? So I guess Giratina was actually better, now that I think about it. Casual call out? I've been playing Master Ball all night and haven't seen one Suicune deck. It's kind of crazy to drop off. It's not so much the drop off. It's just that people don't want to play it. And also everybody's trying to counterplay it. So like that's the difference, right? That's the main difference. So now we want Mars. Well. Okay, so we lose to a Repel next turn. Which we know he's got one. He's got 3 cards in deck. I think we just lose. Oh, he repels this turn. That's great. So now we actually lose. I mean, theoretically speaking, it's still possible, but nah, that repel means we lose. All right. Okay. We'll take the L to the old Raikoko. You know? You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. Maybe he doesn't have Cyrus. It doesn't actually matter. We lost to the Repel there. Listen, Raikoko is cracked. It's especially cracked, of course, when you get E-Core down and you lead Raikou and you go second. That's, of course, where this deck likes to thrive in. I'm proud. I'm proud to lose to this deck. I am. I'm happy that it happened, actually. I'm happy that it happened. Out of all the mirror matches, Suicune is my favorite. I like the Suicune mirror match. I feel like 70% of Suicune players I battle misplay. Yeah, in the mirror matchup, for sure, it's very common. All right, we took an L to the old Raikoko gas. Yo, Pedro, I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Pedro. Thanks for tuning in. We just lost to my beloved, my favorite deck in a long time, Raikoko. We got smoked. We did. We got absolutely smoked. He had the E-Cord, he had the E-Switch, he had the Repel, and he had the Cyrus. The deck functioned brilliantly. We also didn't draw a single Mars there, but whatever. You know, GG to our opponent. GG's to the opponent. Can't be upset. Can't be upset losing to my fave. Yo, the Lofian with the sub on Twitch. The Twitch sub. Thank you, man. That's the first Twitch sub of the night, bro. That's clutch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. You're the absolute GOAT. You are the GOAT. Going first into type null is a little bit something, you know. Any deck that you know of, including Nidoking? I don't think so. I would love a Nidoking EX, but you climbed like 3,000 placements? Dude, we're doing our thing. We are doing our thing, and we're doing it well, if I might add. If I say so myself. Our hand is kind of buns, though. Our hand is a little bit buns. We're going to get smoked by Silvally Rampardos himself. Can you only choose one of those play... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Ash says, Mad, can you only choose one of those to play an end of a series tournament? Buzz, Espeon, Raikoko, and Zard. What would it be? If I only had to choose one? An end of a series tournament. Meaning all of the decks, so like... it's a good question, actually. What would I play? Yeah, we've hit all of the flavors so far. But watch this. I'm going to Mars him, and he's going to whiff Silvally next turn. Oh, I should have Sabrina'd. Why didn't I Sabrina? It's all right. We're going to survive this turn, and then I'll Sabrina him. I don't know. What would I play? Yo, all right. I'm out of here. I'm not Marsing him into Giovanni Silvally. I'm done with that. We're out of there. We're gone. Sorry. I'm out. Sorry about that. Yo, well, my bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We should have Sabrina'd there. We misplayed. I did not think we would Mars him into the 2 cards he needed. I'm sorry. I didn't. I was not expecting the Giovanni Silvally from the Mars there, but it happened. All right. We're locked back in. Come on. We're good. We're all good. We should have Sabrina'd him, but it's all good. We're good. Lofian says, thanks. I had the most fun watching your streams. I appreciate that, man. That was insane. Sometimes it goes like that, for sure. We should have Sabrina'd him. I don't know why we didn't. Mars sells sometimes. Yeah, Mars wasn't very friendly in that game. Playing Lightning. Going second leading Mantike. Ooh, it's like the first time this has happened. A couple of little bad luck streaks going on here, perhaps? This is Dragonite. I know it is. Nah, it's probably Turbo Arceus, right? Could be Dragonite. It's either Dragonite or Turbo Arceus. What do we think? It's Turbo Arceus. I called that 5 seconds before that happened on my end. Did you really? Ooh, he's going to hit us with the old silver, the turn 1 silver, taking away our beloved. We're going to get smoked by this Oricorio next turn, which isn't great, but we you know, type null top deck. Nah, that's all right. Type null off the Gladion. If this is Silvally, we lose. It's a close one. It was a close one. I'll tell you that for free. I'll tell you that for free. This is why I only play Mars late game. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I hear that. Oh, he's going to split and he's going to crackly Tawas. It's all good. It's all good, brother. What do we top deck? From Mars. Do we do it again? We go into Silvally here. There's never a world where we don't. And we hope he doesn't have Giovanni Silvally next turn, right? Do we Mars him? Do we just do it to do it? No. I'm not going to do it. I wanted to do it for the memes, but there's no reason to. If something unlucky can happen, it will happen to Mads. We've had some good luck this stream. I would say our overall luck this stream has been on the upside, I actually think. Like, in the grand scheme of things, our luck has been actually pretty decent. Mars has a hard rate of always giving them Professor's Oak. It does, VK. It does. It does, yeah. We're going to top deck a Sabrina here, though. No diff. I mean... whatever, right? I mean, whatever. Orient to the active? He doesn't have Silvally, so he's not going into it. It probably made sense not even to Mars him there, but we had to take the KO. So, like, it's, you know. Mars ruins my hand 100% of the time, makes my opponent's hand better 100% of the time. Yeah, Sin, 100%, dude. You're right about that. All right. Let's see. Does he have either a supporter and Silvally? We KO with Giratina the turn following anyway, right? So doesn't really matter. Unless he benches a second Oricorio. If he benches a second Oricorio and has Silvally, we actually could lose. Ah. All right. Okay. So what's the dealio here? I don't really. I think we just go into Mantike, right, and let him KO it. We never just let him attack Giratina, right? My man had it all, dude. Sabrina? Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. All right. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. How did he get the Oricorio and Silvally and supporter? How did he do it? He did it too, and he didn't he? Okay, so we win with a Sabrina. We win with a Sabrina. Or a Type Null top deck this turn. That's our only hope. We need Sabrina or Type Null, or I guess like a Gladion and or a Pokeball. Right? We have 2 Pokeball in our deck. Sabrina. That's fine. We take that all day, every day, twice on Tuesdays. No Rocky Helmet, though. Yeah, this forces the GG, right? Because if he stays in with Oricorio, he loses to Silvally next turn, and if he retreats into Silvally, we KO with Giratina next turn, right? So this is like GG number 1, right? Pretty sure this is like 101. We win the game. Am I wrong? I feel like we're locked in here. Right? What does he do? Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we like to see. Build different. Absolutely build different. No, they 2 Mars, imagine. Yeah, we got it. We got it. He didn't even let me attack. Until we get Mars, yeah, for the second time. No, they're not going to Mars us. No shot. They would have Mars us into it anyway, right? Because that's how Mars works. What a pretty good stream tonight. Sabrina wins it for him. Yeah, we had Sabrina. We could, the type null also was a win con there. We played it well. We were locked in. We were doing good. We were chilling. We were chilling. 105 likes on the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Dude, we've been chilling at like 40 to 50 people on the Twitch, which is that's pretty sweet. You guys are cool. Shout out to all the Twitch lurkers. You guys are the man. Yo, thanks for the follow. The fart of war, I love it. Mantike going first. Hello. Hello. Ooh, it's Guzzler too, huh? It's the old Guzzy. The old Guzzle Lord himself. And Gladion in hand too. We're just cooking. We are just cooking. Probably get a Hell Gladion for the next turn, but I honestly always prefer to play the Gladion the turn before, just so I can thin the deck out. Like, it's kind of how I feel. Twitch, stand up. Time to climb a mountain. Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to run off a cliff right now. First weekend of the night, Tyranitar Arceus prevails. Let's go. That's sick. Yo. He did it. He Marsed it. He Marsed us. I didn't think he would. I'll be honest. I didn't think he'd do it. He did it to us. Somehow it worked. I stand corrected. I genuinely stand corrected somehow. You did it. He was like, I'm gonna Mars your 2-card hand, and it worked somehow. Shout out to Guzzlord. I'm telling you, the Guzzlord players are genuinely built different. They're a different specimen of human beings. They are. They're genuinely just built different. There's nothing else I can say about it. I think we're cooked here. I think we're cooked. Actually, we can Sabrina him. Oh, never mind. He also has Celesteela. Okay. Well. All right. Well, let's see what we top deck. Okay. Yo, what's up, Junis? I wish you guys a great night / day. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friend. It's been real. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. It's just a different world out there. It's a whole different world. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the Mars. Why did we Gladion? I don't know. You might sit there and tell me it was a misplay, but did you really think our opponent would Mars us with 2 cards in hand and we would go 2 turns after that, whiffing either Silvally or Type Null? Did anybody think that would happen? Here comes the will, which is great. At least I hit the 40 flip for sure, dude. We hit that 40 flip all day and night. All day, every day. Rocky Helmet comes down. I might just have an aneurysm. Bro. Bro. This man hit us. This man, can we describe here? This man hit us with a Mars with 2 cards in hand and somehow bricked our deck. He Mars the 2-card hand and somehow bricked our deck. That is currently what happened. That is actually what happened. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable stuff here. It's crazy. Will's here to rub salt in the wounds. The Will did nothing, bro. The Mars, turn 1 Mars with 2 cards in their hand did it. You know what I mean? That's what did it. Quite honestly. We could still Mars him to 1 and potentially dodge the Lusamine play for game because we do have Cyrus in hand. So, I mean, it's still winnable. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is actually still very winnable. Is it actually? Jeez. Does it make more sense? I might play research here. The reason I might play research... Oh, I can open a booster pack. My game just screamed at me and I got afraid. I might research on the off chance we pull a Rocky Helmet. Is that a crazy thing to do? No, that doesn't matter if you do that. We have to bellow this turn. Let's go, GG. All right. Still possible. You may not think it's possible. It's genuinely possible. It's genuinely possible, guys. We can win this game. We're doing everything we can. It's genuinely possible. Yo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Here we go, guys. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I totally forgot he had 2 prizes. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm lost in space. We were losing that game anyway. That's my bad. He has 2 points already. My bad. I did not notice he had 2 points already. Ugh. All right. To be fair, we weren't winning that game anyway, but in a world where he did not have 2 points there, it would have been possible. It would have been possible. All right. Well, LOL. I was thinking 3 games ahead. I always forget. Like the one thing I always do is forget how many points they have. You know what I mean? Like I always assume for whatever reason that they aren't winning with the KO. Like I have that thought all of the time. If he only had 1 point, then yeah, we would have KO'd with Giratina and then Marsed him to 1 and then had Cyrus for game the following turn. I guess we had Mantike at some point going on there. I'm in a different world, guys. It's way too late at night. It's way too late at night. Are we going second or first? We're going first? Okay. It's actually not that bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, the next game was winnable. That's right. That's right. The next one, very winnable. LOL. We're a bunch of goofballs over here. Goofy balls. If I had 3 points, he had 0, it would have been winnable. Yeah, for sure. That's right, Fart of War. In a different universe, it would have been winnable. Super Honey Badger Dirts. Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you. Man, we have actually played a decent amount of Suicune tonight. I'm not going to lie. Entei Turtonator? I do like that. I'm a big fan of the old Entei Turtonator. The old energy switch Entei Turtonator sounds fun. It does. I actually think Entei is really close to being a real card. I just recently attacked without attaching energy because I thought I won the game and I didn't want them to concede before I knocked them out. But it was 1 point short and I didn't even notice. Yeah, man. Been there. All right. So no Greninja or no Froakie coming down is really good for us because it means that we aren't getting KO next turn. Which is even better for us considering that we just Mars them back down to 3. The game won't let us play Gladion. Oh, no, sorry. We already Mars them. I'm way too tired to be playing this game, guys. I hope you realize. The heydays are behind us. We flipped heads, though. What's the chances that he Iridas here? I am so... My brain does not work anymore. Yeah, okay. I mean, all right. That works too, I guess. If he didn't have Irida there, we would have had like a real chance. We still do, in fact, because he only hit us for 20 damage, which is hilarious. So, yeah. Yo, Wolf, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Do we Sabrina? No, we don't. Do we? No, we Gladion. Sabrina-ing here is an interesting play, though. Is it better to Sabrina? Is it better to Sabrina? Or do we hit and then Sabrina? I don't want a Sabrina this turn, but I feel like not taking damage next turn would be super clutch. YOLO. I'm too tired to be making decisions like this, guys. Sabrina's juicy. Yeah, let's do it. That's all I needed to hear. Say less. Say less. Fart of War in the chat says Sabrina's juicy. Somebody should just screenshot that right there and out of context, just like send that to everybody you know. That's what everybody should do. We're actually playing a Sabrina that's, a Suicune that's like just completely breaking right now, which is very uncommon. The Giratina comes down. He attaches active. Why would he ever attach the active? What does attaching to the active do for you? Ever? Who knows? We still don't bench anything, but then we're not getting the energies. Do we bench anything here? Even if we bench, we don't get KO'd, which is hilarious because he can't. We do bench because even like that's 80. Like we have 90. Like we still just bench somehow. I love how the game lets you Gladion sometimes, but then sometimes you don't. I understand why. It's based off of the information that your opponent has, but I find it to be hilarious. That's how it works. You know what I mean? Like, does anyone really thought about that? Yeah, I would bench too. We just had to do the most simple math ever, but our brain did struggle to do it, unfortunately. We're going to top deck a red, and it's just going to be GG. We have Cyrus too, so it's GG anyway, but yeah. 9 cards in deck, 2 red in the deck as well. So what is that? That's a 1 in 4.5 chance. I like my odds. Oh, he Guzma's us. Dude, whenever I see Suicune play Guzma, I genuinely hate them. I don't mind Suicune, but if anybody plays Guzma in Suicune, you deserve to just not have any friends in your life. How's that? If you play Guzma and we top deck the red anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you playing Guzma, dude? Why did he just hit me with a Guzma? This man has 6 cards in deck. He just Guzma'd us. Just like that. He just did it. So upsetting to me. Like, I don't even know why I feel that way, but I just feel I'm upset by it. Energy for Irida? Oh, that's true, but he didn't Irida, right? So, what are your thoughts? Gary, sorry, Gary. I'm sorry. He knows it too. He's like, oh man, like I played that Guzma. It won me. Like, I didn't lose because I played my Guzma. I played Guzma in my Suicune deck. We did lose to a red Suicune earlier, which is crazy work, right? But anyway, It's literally, we have game. Even if he goes double rare candy Greninja, we win. Because he just can't do enough damage. And we have Cyrus in hand. Maybe he's going to Mars us to 1, too. Maybe he just does that. He's probably going to do that. We're probably going to get Mars to 1. He's going to Mars us. He's going to Guzma into Mars. Yep. Yep, we're going to lose now. We're going to lose. Bro, we need to end this. The stream needs to be over soon. That's all I'm saying. The stream needs to end pronto. We can force the tie, though, which is funny. Unbelievable stuff. The Guzma into the Mars is unbelievable stuff. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff here. Bro, are we... I think we end the stream there. Am I wrong? Am I wrong here? Are we just going to end it? I think we end the stream off this game, bro. The Suicune players, they don't care. They just have... They have all of the bench. They have every card they need. Okay? They're going to Irida. They're going to Guzma. They're gonna Mars you away your win condition Cyrus, and then they're gonna hit you with the Irida for game. I wouldn't have tied anyway. You're right. Still, that whole game was absolute baloney. I always forget about the bench thing. I really do. Absolutely baloney. We'll play one more game so we can end on a win. Would Dawn be good in this deck? I do think Dawn could be good in this deck, but I don't know. I mean, like, I think I would rather play, like, 2 Cyrus or a Sabrina. Opponents making so many misplays and thinking it's me, Maddie, playing against? Yo. Bro. I mean, is it a misplay if he goes, like, Irida into Guzma into Mars into Irida? I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, quite frankly. Quite honestly. All right, Redemption Arc. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's end on a strong note. We're going second now into Suicune, which is good. End on Suicune, win F them, dude. Let's go, Checky. Let's go, Checky Chen, for sure. Let's go, guys. We can do it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe on Twitch as well. Use your Twitch Primes. It's free. We have 11 subs on Twitch, which actually is pretty good if you think about it. We've only streamed like a couple times. I'm happy about it. We have red in hand, which I love. Which I really do love. I'm going to play the Gladion so that we can red next turn. Could have just redded this turn because we're probably going to get Mars anyway. Probably would have been better to do that. Yo, thanks for the sub, Prodigy. Look at that. You speak and they shall listen. All right, so he's probably going to Irida and Giant Cape this turn, right? If we had to guess. If we just had to throw it out there, he's probably going to Giant Cape and Irida this turn. Red dead. Well, we'll see. Oh, the turn. Okay. This is the old turn 2 Greninja. We love to see it. Love that for us. And Irida. Told you. I told you. Told you it would happen. I told you. Okay. We're back at it. We still don't bench. We never bench. My daughter is actively crying. I might have to leave. I might have to leave. Do we red here? We don't. We don't Rocky Helmet. We research. What a hand we got going here. What a hand. I feel like we've been in this position a lot of times before, quite honestly. Sorry, I'm being quiet because I don't want to upset my daughter. The tilt is here. This damn game will do it to you. Dude, we got it. It's okay. Yo, thanks for the stream, guys. Thanks. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. I mean, like, massive shout out. You guys are all incredible. He's playing Oricorio. Oh my gosh. He's going to Mars us. We're going to get Mars. Don't Mars us. Don't Mars us. The comp before the Mars. That's actually a great quote, Larry. That's an incredible quote. Dude, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of these. I'm so sick of these Suicune players. Silvally, Giratina. Okay. It's fine, actually. It's kind of fine. If this is Mantike, though, if this is Mantike, we rage. All right. Well, we don't have a supporter to play, but our whole deck is supporters, right? Do we bench Giratina? No. We're good. We're good. I was concerned, but we're all right. He's gonna KO with Water Shuriken, but then we just KO whatever's in the active next turn, or we just hit whatever's in the active next turn. So we're good. We have Cyrus in hand too. I don't think it's possible that we lose this game, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yo, what's up, Sidril? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. He's gonna hit us with a second Mars. I can feel it. We have so many supporters in our deck that we can play here. Okay, well, that's not one of them, I guess. Well, that's fine. What's up, Elite? Quick question. I have enough points for 2-star Lusamine or Gladion. Which do you think I would be a better pot? I honestly feel like probably Silvally is going to be more relevant in the long run. Is my X still hacked? Yeah, I deleted my X account, bro. I haven't used Twitter X/X in like weeks. My account got absolutely wrecked, and it's just been non-existent ever since. I just don't use it anymore. I just don't have an X account. Irida? Yeah, of course. Oh. Irida and Giant Cape, dude. These people are on another level. I'm telling you, dude, the Suicune players are on a whole another spectrum. They really are. So what, do we double up on Giratina now? We probably shouldn't have benched, because he couldn't have KO'd us regardless anyway, right? So I think we misplayed by doing that. But we will just double up on Giratina. I think we misplayed. I think we just assumed that we would get KO'd next turn, but honestly, I don't know why he didn't attack. I guess for the second Greninja, I guess is why. I guess, theoretically speaking. Big shout out to you, brother. Been watching videos. Help me master not once, but twice. Yo, I appreciate that, Sidro. Thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. We have red in hand. Is there ever a world where we lose with the Giratina stuff? I don't think so. What are the odds, though, that he goes Giant Cape? Giant Cape Irida, bro? I mean, I guess he's probably got like every card in his deck in his hand, but now what does he do, right? Now he loses. We have Cyrus and red. Seems like a good situation to be in to me, but could be wrong. He'd need a cape. Well, he's going to retreat into Oricorio. He has to. But then we have Cyrus, right? So. The second Greninja, dude. He's got 0 cards in his deck. We're -8 card advantage, about to win. You still don't do enough damage, my man. Oh, he's got red, too. Remember? They play red. Remember? Some of these guys play red. Watch. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Ah, all right, GG. Well, is this deck better than Silvally Ramp? I think so right now, yeah. Yeah, I would say so. GG, my friend. Let's freaking go. All right, we're ending the stream on this W. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for all the donations. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the follows. You guys are awesome. Great stream tonight. This deck list is cracked. I would highly recommend it. I made a video about like a very similar deck, like in general. We got unlucky in the video, but it was a video. You guys should go check it out. Anyway, we ended on a win, which is good. Nice Oreo, buddy. GG's, guys. Shout out to all you people. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Cedral, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Gian, B-Hawks, Checky, Chonin, Light Rain, Fart of War, Elven Gambit, D-Shook. Peace out, guys. All right. Bye.